We're the hub for motorsports. If you love racing, this is the place to be. Collier goes into turn one. Foxy wall rides!
He Chastain! Everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic race series here tonight. We are at Dover with the PSCRL Truck Series. I've got the one and only Jay in the booth with me tonight. Jay, how you doing?
Oh man, we're back here at Dover. High banked 1 mile racetrack. This track can put on an absolute thrill. The best iRacers in the business here at it again. As we're winding down this regular season, the championship berth up for grabs here again tonight. I can't wait to get into this action here, Tom.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a great race tonight as we go 200 laps around this place. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and pull up some race info here tonight. Race 9 of 20 here at Dover International Speedway. Got a track length of 1 mile, temperature, track temp right now of 115 degrees, and altitude of 39 feet. 84 degrees ambient we are experiencing right now with 37% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and a 7-mile-an-hour wind. This is the PSCRL Truck Series, Season 3, 24 degrees of banking in the corners, 9 degrees of banking on the straights. We have a stage caution at lap 40 tonight. Pace car speed of 45 miles per hour, pit speed limit of 35 miles per hour, and everybody here gets one quick repair, a chance to come back out and do some racing if you get caught up in some things that may not be in your favor. All right, let's go ahead and look at the tail end of practice right now. We're looking at just under a minute and a half to go here. Matthew Wood on top with a 23.03. Brian Underwood not too far behind him in a 23.04. And Chris Stange 23.06, Jordan Hand 23.08, and Landon Burbridge at 23.10. That's your top 5 at the moment. Currently really close together for that top 5, but this is what I really want to talk about, Jay. Look, we've got 200 laps here tonight. We've got a stage caution coming up. What are these drivers going to experience? Something that may give the viewers a little insight on what these guys might be going through tonight.
Yes, this is a very difficult racetrack. You're going to be flying through the corners. Maybe a couple lanes of action here in the corners as well. We might see 2, maybe 3 wide on a restart. It'll be a little risky. Might see a little bit of that, but I think this race is going to be won and lost on strategy. This pit road is extremely difficult to get into. If you make a pit stop under green, you could potentially lose a lap, maybe 2 laps. And if we get one of those random cautions or a pit sequence, your whole race could end right there. I expect these guys to continue to dig all night long, especially with this stage caution early in this race. Getting these stage points can be important as the playoffs are looming. And then getting into that final stretch of the race, we can see a little bit of strategy be played into the game. We know Matthew Wood has been so good at the strategy game tonight. Does somebody best him here? Maybe the gambler, Chris Stange, could be one of those guys to watch out for as this race progresses on the strategy game.
Yep, absolutely. Look, there's a lot going to be going on with the track as well. The track and the tires, they're not a good mix here at Dover. These guys going to have to do some tire management, going to have to possibly do some fuel management as well as they go around this track. 200 laps. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a good one as now practice has finished up. We're going to go straight into qualifying here. We're going to give you guys a view of the first person to hit the track. And right now, it is pretty lonely as now we get a couple of people getting ready to hit the track. The first one, Jaden Porter in the 74, ready to hit the track tonight here at Dover.
We'll see what he can do here in qualifying. Maybe the second lap a little faster than your first lap. We'll have to wait and see if that comes to fruition here. Going to carry a lot of speed around this racetrack. Put down some flyer of a lap as he's going to start his lap here this time, coming to get the green.
All right. Coming off of turn 4 now, the 74 electing to take a little bit of a higher lane there through 3 and 4. Maybe trying to get a little bit of a run now down the front straightaway, but into turn 1 now. Let's see what he can do here. It's going to be interesting what everybody can do here really tonight. With practice going on, maybe putting a little bit of rubber down, getting a little bit more grip now through 3 and 4 for Jaden. Off of turn 4 now, he's going to complete his first lap. Let's see what he can do here. 24.38.
It looks like Danny White goes to the top of the board, the 23.72. Williams puts down a lap. Got real tight there off of turn 2. Use that inside line, make this track short as possible, try to get down to the inside. As I say that, he goes a lane off the bottom here. We'll see what he does this time by, see if he can improve as Matthew Wood goes to the top.
Cross the line, Jaden Porter improves a little bit with a 23.93. Matthew Wood now looks like he's going to be coming off of turn 4 to complete his qualifying run. Let's see what he can do as he crosses the line. 23.46 is the best he can do. Let's see. Let's go down here to Jordan Kreider, who is starting his qualifying run tonight here. He's on his out lap through 3 and 4 off of turn 4. Let's see what he can do to start his qualifying run.
Yeah, carry a good arc there off of turn 4. Now here, where does he go into turn 1? He's going to take it down to the bottom, make it as short as possible, maybe diamond the corner a little bit there. Interesting approach off of turn 2, maybe get a little tight there. He's going to carry the speed here down the backstretch.
Now into turn 3, Jordan looking to try to go as low as he can. Maybe carrying a lot of speed through 3 and 4. Gets real close to the wall, using up as much track as he can. Let's see what he does here for his first lap. 23.61 for Jordan. A great run so far.
Yeah, great run here in qualifying. We'll see if he can improve here this second time by. Going down the backstretch now, down here into turn 3. We'll see what he can do to improve his lap time. Currently sitting there in P7. Here he comes off of turn 4 now. Oh, he dropped some wall. Oh, no. That's going to hurt his lap time there.
And it looks like Jordan, he did improve on that second lap, too. Goes P8 so far with 23.61. Brian Underwood goes P2 on the board with his first lap. He's coming down the back straightaway now on his second lap. And it looks like he is going to abort, so he will not get that second lap in. And next up, Landon Burbridge, now coming off of pit road. going to start his qualifying run. Let's see what he can do here at Dover tonight. Coming down the back straightaway, he's going to come into turn 3 to start his qualifying run.
Yeah, we'll see what he could do here in his qualifying run with that Rubbered Up Productions. Hendrick looking paint scheme here for Burbridge. We've seen him have a lot of pace here so far this season here off of turn 4. He's going to cross the start-finish line, start his qualifying run here tonight as he goes down into turn 1, down to the inside. Let's see what he does here on corner exit. See if he can make this real nice arc. Yeah, that was a great exit there down the back. Let's see if he can put down a flyer of a lap here in qualifying.
Now through 3 and 4, really hugging that inside line, coming off of turn 4 now. Maybe got a little bit sideways there. Across the line he goes. Let's see where that puts him. P10 for his first lap as he goes into 1 and 2 now. He on his second lap now. He's looking to make a little bit more of an improvement. We've seen a couple guys make their fastest run on the first lap. But let's see if Landon Burbridge can make his fastest lap on the second lap. As he comes off at turn 4 now. Oh, real sideways all the way down to the bottom of the track. Cross the start-finish line. And he does not improve for Landon Burbridge. P11 is where he's at right now. Caden, I don't know how to say your last name. I apologize. Coming through 3 and 4 right now to complete his qualifying run.
Oh.
Let's see what he does. Oh, he made contact with the wall, so no time put up for him. Everybody has made a lap complete. And right now, Matthew Wood to the top of the board gets pole position for tonight. Great job to Matthew, Benjamin Romano, and Brian Underwood rounding out your top 3. William Connolly and Jordan Hand. All right, we're going to the Grand Marshal now, and we'll see you guys after.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Crowder, your Grand Marshal for tonight's race. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there. Let's see if we can keep that green flag going the whole race tonight. Gentlemen, start your engines and let's go racing!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over our qualifying here, our grid for tonight. On pole, Matthew Wood in the number 16, starting P1 with Benjamin Romano on the outside of him in the 24, starting P2.
Starting P3, that's Brian Underwood in the number 77 truck here tonight with William Connolly in the 25, starting P4.
P5 tonight, that's Jordan Hand in the number 3 with Michael McDonald on the outside of him in the 15, starting P6.
Starting P7, it's the Gambler, Chris Stange in the number 29 truck with Dylan Carrier in the 54, starting P8.
Jordan Kreider in the 69, starting P9 tonight with, Caden in the number 97, starting P10.
Starting P11, that's Landon Burbridge in the number 2 truck with Josh Kreider in the number 5s, rounding out your top 12 starters here tonight in the Dover 200.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Matthew Wood on top of the board. Jay, any final words before we go green?
Yes, the best iRacers in the business here at Dover going to put it all on the line. I think that Jordan Hand is going to take the victory here tonight.
Absolutely a great pick. I'm going to Chris Stange once again. Might be a gambling type of night tonight as we go around here at Dover. Now into turn 3. The pace cars lights are off. We're going green flag racing this time by. Everybody bunching up side by side to go green flag racing here at Dover in the PSCRL Truck Series. Off of turn 4, they will come. And then we will see them get into the restart zone, and the green flag is out in the air. Matthew Wood leading the field to green with Benjamin Romano on the outside, side by side, going into turn 1 now. As you can see, these guys duking it out. The 24 of Romano now comes into second place as Brian Underwood into third. Jordan Hand into 4th, the 29 and the 25 going at it now, going in through turns 3 and 4, and it looks like William Connolly's going to hold on to that top 5 position.
Yeah, what a great start here in this race. Everybody got through clean through turns 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4. As you see Stage up here in front of McDonald, Kreider's working to make a move. Here comes Kreider to the inside of Carrier. Here off at turn 2, this could get tight as it looks like Carrier's going to clear Kreider as we head for turn 3.
Into turn 3, looks like everybody's pretty much single file at the moment. Got a little bit of side-by-side action in the back. Tyler Bellinger, Matthew Leiter off of turn 4 now. These guys still side-by-side now. Going into turn 1, the 21 to the inside of the 00 at the moment, going through turns 1 and 2. But off of turn 2, it looks like Tyler Bellinger's... Oh, we got a wreck in the back. That's Henry Dudley. Big contact with the inside wall. No caution just yet. The 18, now going to pull on down to the apron and try to get down to pit road. Going to go back to the front here where Matthew Wood still leading this race.
Yeah, Matthew Wood taking a little bit of a lead here over Romano. Romano going to follow in the tire tracks, but here's Underwood. Oh, he grabs some wall on the backstretch. Underwood lurking here in the background, trying to gain some time here to your front 2 leaders here as he's running maybe the lane 2 there through 3 and 4. As these front 3 are building a little bit again. It's Romano and Underwood.
Everybody!
It's a big wall. Everybody's grabbing wall here on the front.
Everybody and their grandma hitting the wall off of turn 4. Now down into turn 1, the 15. Michael McDonald being one of the ones that made significant contact with the outside wall. Now coming under attack by Jordan Kreider. Currently P8 looking to the outside right now of the 15. Not going to make anything happen. It looks like the 15's going to get that speed back up off of turn 4. Try to get a little bit of a distance between himself and the 69 going into turn 1. But the 69's coming back now. Jordan Kreider in P8 looking to take over P7.
Yeah, and behind him, that's Dylan Carrier. Has a little bit of a wrist injury here before the race, racing with a brace on here tonight. Doing a fantastic job up here in P9 as he's running down Jordan Kreider in the 69. Oh, Josh Kreider grabs some wall back there. Everybody finding the wall here off of turn 4, making friends with it here early on.
Now through turns 1 and 2, Josh Kreider in P10, trying to hold on to that as more people making more contact with the outside wall there. We'll go back up to some other actions, our closest battle on track. This is Michael McDonald right now, as these guys really just go single file. I'd like to say that they're kind of chilling out right now, but they're making a lot of contact with that outside wall. As they come off of turn 2 now, looks like Michael McDonald's catching up to Chris Stange.
Yes, we got a bunch of these guys. All right, here under a blanket, you see McDonald go a lane off the bottom. That Kreider was looking to the inside, didn't make it happen. But real tight again off of turn 4. These guys are getting real aggressive here early on. Chris Stange takes it to the bottom. Gonna play a little defensive here as Kreider. He's looking to the outside of McDonald here off of turn 2. Can he get there? No, he can't. McDonald shuts the door on him. But now he's looking to the inside here into turn 3. We're gonna have a little bit of door-to-door action here in 3 and 4. Here comes Kreider to the inside of McDonald.
Off of turn 4, side by side, looks like, McDonald makes huge contact with the outside wall. The 69 does not. Now going into turn 1, the 69's coming under attack by Dylan Carrier. Side by side now through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn 2 now, still side by side with the 54, but the 54 thinks better of it. He goes back in line with Jordan Kreider now into turn 3, and Jordan Kreider has lost a lot of time to the car in front. Michael McDonald holding on to that P7 as William Connolly making contact. The 69, the 5, everybody still finding that outside wall. Can they keep off of it for the long run here?
Yeah, this is very difficult. Turn 4, carrying a lot of speed on exit there. These guys are finding that wall and making it their friend. Here comes Carrier. He's trying to search the track a little bit there on the entry of 3, trying to get behind the 69 and Kreider. But here comes McDonald. His Stange is backing up to him. McDonald again makes some contact with the wall off of 4. Little squirrely there sideways. Stange working a different line here, trying to find some speed up here on the outside line. As McDonald continues to work this inside line. Great racing here early on at Dover as these guys are trying to figure out the pace and the long run speed of these race cars.
As we'll go back to the battle here with Dylan Carrier and Jordan Kreider now coming off of turn 4, real close to the wall there. So is Josh Kreider. Josh has made a lot of contact with that outside wall, trying to catch back up to Dylan Carrier through turns 1 and 2. But as you can see, the 69 of Jordan Kreider is using that outside lane very well. As we got a little bit of a battle up here for P2. Brian Underwood underneath Benjamin Romano now off of turn 4. He's going to take over that P2 position as Matthew Wood now opens up that gap between first and second to 2 seconds.
Yeah, the Iron Man, Matthew Wood, opens up a gap, but here comes Underwood. We saw him take the battle to Matthew Wood last week. Can he do it again? As now he's moved up to P2, Romano back to P3, and Jordan Hand, he's lurking back here in P4. This guy's been fast all season long, finding some speed here early, following the tire checks. Romano, oh, they both grab wall off at turn 4. They're both sideways. They hang on to it. Unbelievable. Lots of right side damage on both these trucks, but here comes Jordan Hand to the inside.
Off at turn 2, he's going to continue to look to the inside, not going to make it happen there. Now coming down the back straightaway and into turn 3, Jordan Hand made more contact with the outside wall. Now through 3 and 4, you can see a little bit of damage there on the 3 truck as they're coming down the front straightaway. Now both of them steering way clear of that turn 4 wall as Michael McDonald still making that wall his best friend off of turn 4. But through 1 and 2 now, Jordan Hand still stuck behind Benjamin Romano. Romano in that P3 position, on that podium position now. Very early in this race, 16 laps about to be completed here at Dover off at turn 4. Jordan Hand to the inside. Oh, big mix for here. Underwood now into turn 1, making huge outside contact with the wall in turn 4. He lost a lot of time. He's backed up to Benjamin Romano now. Here comes Chris Stange in that group.
Yeah, I was just going to mention this. Stange's been working this outside line, making moves. He's closed his gap down as Jordan Hand goes for P3 on Romano. Here comes Stange to the inside off of turn 4. The wheel to wheel here. Gets real tight. Romano grabs some more off of 4. Unbelievable action. As now Stange is up to P4. Hand to P3. Romano, he's going to try and fight back here through 1 and 2. It looks like Stange is going to clear him off of turn 2.
Off of turn 2 now. Stange making the move to get himself up to P4. Jordan Hand in P3 at the moment after he made that pass on Benjamin Romano off of turn 4 now. Chris Stange, though, he is the faster truck at the moment, trying to catch up to the rear bumper of Jordan Hand. Last time by only 0.02 of a second, or 0.02 of a second faster than the 3 truck. Off of turn 2 now, you can see him get into that rear bumper and into turn 3. You can see the 29's making a little bit of a different line through 3 and 4. Maybe that's where he's making up a little bit of a run down the straightaways. You can see, here comes Chris Stange to the inside, side by side into turn 1 for P3. Chris Stange takes it without any fault. He goes to the inside, and Chris Stange up to P3.
Yeah, Chris Stange really making this outside line work. The first one, the pioneer here all night long, getting this outside line to work. Jordan Hand falls back to P4. Chris Stange has got a rocket ship tonight, and he's showing it right here at the beginning of this race as he continues his progression through the field. Oh, it's Romano and Connolly battling back there. It looks like Romano loses another position here, fading through the field as Connolly goes by. It looks like Romano's going to lose a little bit of time here on exit a corner as Connolly's moved up to a top 5 spot.
Looks like Benjamin Romano is losing a lot of time here as he goes into turn 3 underneath Connolly now, but it looks like Connolly might have the better line. Look how much of a run he gets down these straightaways as he grabs more contact. That's Benjamin Romano grabbing more contact off of turn 4 with the wall. The right side of that 71 car really beat up at the moment. Coming off of turn 2 now, you can see the gap that Connolly has built, the gap that Chris Stange and Underwood has built. Now look at this. Chris Stange might be coming under attack by Jordan Hand now. Off of turn 4, they come down the front straightaway, and the 3 truck might be knocking on Chris Stange's door here in just a second.
Yeah, these guys using 2 distinct lines. Now Jordan Hand's kind of rotating more up to the outside line. Sees what Stange is doing. Stange is able to get such a good arc into the corner and then drive that thing off on the outside line. Let's see if Jordan Hand can maybe take a note out of his playbook here, as it looks like Stange is putting together some laps. He's actually running down your second place guy. Oh, he goes 1 of 4. Jordan Hand maybe an opportunity here into turn 1. He's going to go to the inside. Wheel to wheel, door to door here into turn 1. Jordan Hand to the inside. Chris Stange to the outside. Driving off at turn 2. It looks like Chris Stange is going to hold that position. His Hand is still lurking.
What a great move by the 29 to stay ahead of the 3 truck. The 3 truck now really looking like he's got a lot of speed off of turn 4. Now they come, the 29 electing not to hit the wall there off of turn 4. That's a good decision. Now into turn 1, the 3 truck's going to follow in the 29's footsteps as they go through turns 1 and 2. And off of turn 2 now, this is very close to your closest battle on track. We got a good battle going on right here. That's Landon Burbridge, Benjamin Romano, and Michael McDonald going into turn 3 now. These guys are going to duke it out here for the end of this stage.
Yeah, as Romano started P2 on the field, really struggling, got a lot of right side damage on that truck as he fades to the field. Now McDonald's going to apply the pressure here. Through 1 and 2 now. Can he get to the inside? Here he comes to the inside of Romano. He's going to be able to get to the inside. He's sideways on the turn 2. Here he goes back to the inside into turn 3. We're going to go side by side again here. Here comes Romano on the outside. Here comes McDonald on the inside. Oh, it's going to get real tight here on the 4.
Oh, the
contact is
wrecking!
made. McDonald's around into the wall. Oh my goodness.
No caution just yet, and there's the caution. Benjamin Romano and Michael McDonald going at it here tonight. Wow.
Wow, those guys got stuck to each other. They couldn't get off the wall. Unbelievable.
All right, let's go back and look at this yellow flag. Maybe a little bit slower. We could see what happened off of turn 4. We didn't give you guys the best camera view here. So let's see if we can get you a better one. Now off of turn 4, it looks like the 71 and the 15 racing side by side now. And it looks like the 71 got into the wall a lot there, and the 15 coming up into the 71 there. Just a little bit of contact there, and then you can see as they ride down the whole front straightaway, connected to each other there. And they get themselves straight. Not a big on-track accident happening there, just with these two cars. As now Brian Underwood comes down pit road, Chris Stange, Nathan Williams, Jordan Kreider, all coming down pit road. A little bit of a strategy call right before the end of the stage here, as Brian Underwood leads these guys down pit road.
Is it lap 30 the stage here, Tom? 40, lap 40. Okay, so yeah, this is an interesting call. I thought it was lap 30. My mistake, everybody. But get a little bit of pit stop here by these guys, shake up the strategy, and still allow them to stay out at the end of the stage break here. You see some guys wanting to get these stage points like Wood, Hand, Connolly, Burbridge, and Carrier. Going to change up the strategy. The 77 of Underwood going to do something a little different here tonight. Same with Stange. They've got some fast trucks. Shake it up a little bit. They're going to have to start in the back, though. That could be a little bit of a gamble, but we'll see how that works out for these boys.
Yes, absolutely. All right, let's go through the chat a little bit, as we have missed a lot. Rabbit Hash Trash, go big boy Underwood. Tanja, nice to see you again. Up here in the chat, Daddy Underwood, Haas the Penguin. Who we got for picks tonight for Dallas? Dallas, who do you got? Tanja saying good luck. TP Gaming, can't wait for the checkered. I think he meant to say the green flag.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant. Oh, man.
Tanja, giving us some hearts, checker flags. GG, Matthew on the pole. It's the Monster Mile. And then TP saying, wow, with the brace on. I think he's talking about Dylan Carrier here, as we see Chris Stange and Bill Porter now down pit road once again. Yes, Dylan Carrier having a little bit of an accident there with his wrist. That's what them young kids will do. Dallas Seward, that Kellogg's truck is awesome. Yes, it is. That's old Josh Kreider right there. Doing a great job tonight. Currently P10. Go Daddy Jordan Kreider. Jordan Kreider. Yeah, buddy. Let's see him in that beautiful rubbered up Viagra number 69 car. Look, you can't say it any better right there.
No, that was great. That was great. You did a lot better than I could have done on that one, Tom. That was good. That was good. Yeah, just made that pit stop too, so we'll see what this strategy plays out for what do they call him? Big or Go Daddy Jordan Kreider. Okay. I like the enthusiasm in the chat here tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Good old Saturday night, rubbered up, Viagra car. Love it. But nonetheless, I believe we're gonna have 8 laps to go in this stage. When we get the green here, Matthew Wood currently leading. We got Hand there at P2. He's gonna have an opportunity on the front row. Oh, it looks like Matthew Wood takes the outside here for this restart. Interesting. Connolly's gonna go to the inside. Wow, I didn't expect that there, Tom. Strategy being played here early as the lights are out on the pace vehicle.
We saw how Chris Stange was using that outside lane. That outside lane may be broken in just a little bit here as these guys are finding some speed on some worn tires. So it might be a little bit of a good choice here by Matthew Wood to take that outside line. But we know what the restarts are like. They're slow going into turn 1 and 2. That inside lane may be preferred. but it looks like Matthew Wood's got a good amount of speed here tonight. We'll see what he can do against Jordan Hand now on this restart. Now going into turn 3, the lights are off on the pace car. We're going green flag racing this time by. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have just about 8 laps to go to the stage caution, where points will be awarded to the top 10. We'll see how that shakes out for everybody. So we're going to watch the pace car come off the racing surface and control to Matthew Wood. Now coming off of turn 4, you're going to see the restart lane right there, and the green flag is out in the air. Matthew Wood getting a great jump. Oh, everybody's getting squirrely behind him. William Connolly keeps it straight. Unbelievable. He was about half sideways there. Jordan Hand also as well. Landon Burbridge really just getting the jump on everybody else by keeping that car straight. Off of turn 2, now down the back straightaway. This is a battle for P4 at the moment, and it looks like Dylan Carrier is going to squeeze right back into the P5 position, as look at Josh Kreider up to P6, restart at P10. Off of turn 4 now, and these guys are ready to duke it out for some stage points.
Yes, here comes Kreider down here to the inside. Carrier losing that outside line a little bit, but Bellinger in the 21 truck, he's putting his name up to the front of this field, putting himself relevant as he looks to the inside of Josh Kreider here down the backstretch, down here into turn 3. We're side by side again. Here comes Bellinger. Can he make the move off of 4? It looks like he's going to clear the 5 of Kreider here. He's going to move himself up to P6. Oh, his underwood is sideways. Oh my goodness, inside wall contact here.
Wow, that was nonetheless a great save to keep that truck going straight, as he finds himself now in P15, gonna looking to lose some points here on the stage caution. No big deal, as Danny White now on the outside of Josh Kreider, or I'm sorry, Jordan Kreider. Oh, he makes big call, we're wrecking to the inside. The 79 goes, and the yellow flag is out in the air. Off of turn 4, some more drama happening here tonight with the 79. Let's go back and see what happened here between himself. Looks like he made some awesome outside wall contact there. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a good view of everything that went on here. As he comes off of turn 4, big contact. Nowhere for Matthew to go there. And, yeah, that's just, that's a product of Dover right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely a Dover wreck if I haven't seen one before. Made a little bit of wall contact, a little bit of checkup, and just, I mean, that's just Dover. Racing instinct here early. Does this bring us to the end of the stage, though? This is a very peculiar spot for a caution. It's like Jordan Hand to the inside. Did he miss the caution there a little bit? I have to give that position back to Burbridge. Let's see if this brings us to the end of the stage. We're on lap 36. I got 5 to go to the end of the stage. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get another restart here.
Looks like we might get another restart as Matthew Wood stays out once again. Trying to get those points for tonight. Let's see, we got the 00 now coming down pit road. Matthew Leiter, Danny White coming down. Chris Stange coming down as well. Might be a good... Yeah, that's it. I was just about to say it might be a pretty good strategy there, as he probably coming down to get a little bit of fuel here in that number 29. Running a couple laps. And looking to go for the long run here. Let's see what Chris can do as we get these guys coming down pit road. Danny White not going to take a quick repair right now. That's probably the smart thing to do, as the 00 also got a little bit of right side damage there. Looking like he's on pit road. Maybe taking some crash damage repair. Maybe a little bit of fuel for himself. But Matthew Wood still out front. Let's see what happens here as we get close to the stage break.
Yeah, I like this pit stop here by Chris Stange, pitting right here towards the end of this stage, put himself back kind of on sequence with the 16, but also being able to stay out at the end of the stage break. This is a good call here by Stange. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, but we're going to come this time to get 3 to go in the stage. Maybe get a restart. We haven't bunched them up yet. This is going to be interesting if we get this restart in or not. Might put everybody in kind of a little bit of a predicament here with strategy. We'll see if they double them up here at the line this time by. We got 3 to go in the stage, this time at the line. And we are going to get a restart. Lights are out of the pace. No, they're not out on the pace vehicle. I'm wrong there. Excuse me on that one.
Well, this is interesting. This is an interesting position now that these drivers are going through. I mean, we're going to get a green flag on lap 40. It seems like. Maybe this is the stage caution. They're not going to extend it to lap 40. Chris Dange back down pit road, putting a little bit more fuel in it. It almost just seems like Chris's strategy may have unfolded on him just a little bit here. Maybe not. He's got a full tank of fuel, though. Might work out for him just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. Got Dallas back in the chat. He says, shout out to Wayne Taylor Racing on the Sebring win and Zillage winning an LMP2. Yeah, what a fantastic race that was here today. Unbelievable.
Honestly, a huge shout out to Zillage, because he almost jumped that car earlier in the race.
Yeah,
he came back and won. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, off of turn 4 now. Looks like everybody's going to start to get bunched up here. Let's go ahead and see if lights do come off on the pace vehicle. Looks like it will as everybody starts to line up for the restart. Across the start-finish line, the pace car goes. And lights are off. We're going green flag racing this time by, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be going back green flag racing on lap 40. And let's see the type of... Let's see the predicament that these drivers get put in now. With Chris Dange all the way back in P20. The full tank of fuel and almost brand new tires.
Yeah, keep your eyes on Chris Staines with this strategy call here in this race. Be interesting. One lap shootout to the end of the stage. We see another stage caution. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out here. I believe it's gonna be a one lap shootout here with Landon Burbridge on the inside, Matthew Wood on the outside.
All right. Going into turn 3. Everybody's setting themselves up for this restart. Remember last restart, we had a lot of cars sideways. A lot of cars sideways. A little bit of throttle control went a long ways for Landon Burbridge there. Let's see if he can do it again. Now coming off of turn 4, pace car off the racing surface. We're going to go into the restart zone. And let's see that green flag in the air here tonight at Dover. There it is, the green flag out in the air. Everybody seems to keep it straight. A little bit of sideways action by Jordan Hand there as they're coming down the front straightaway now into turn 1. That's the 2 truck of Landon Burbridge and William Connolly going at it here off of turn 2 now. Landon Burbridge clears William Connolly off of turn 2. We're 3 wide in the back.
3 wide action down here into turn 3. Something's got to give. Oh, Carrier maybe contacting the Kreider. Here comes Williams to the inside. This is going to get tight here off of turn 4. Kreider's big into the wall. Oh, my goodness. And they're all going to keep their foot in it. We're not going to go yellow. So that must have been stage break. As now Williams to the inside of Bellinger now.
Oh, the yellow flag is out. Everybody, this must be the stage here. So everybody now going to have the opportunity to come down pit road. Third caution of the night here at Dover. And Matthew Wood has led every single lap. What a run so far by him. 42 laps in the books. 41 laps in the books on 42 right now. As we continue to get closer to that 200 lap mark to see the checker flag. Let's go ahead and go to the chat real quick. Tanja, GG on the Sebring win. Love IMSA. Dad raced for 3 years in the 80s with Dingman Bros. Pontiac GM Team GTO and a bit with the Nissan GTP. Really? The Nissan GTP is legendary.
It's a beautiful car.
Yes, yes it is. That is super cool. So now we see everybody coming down pit road right now. Matthew Wood, Nathan Williams staying out. Look at this. He's gonna lead this lap. Take 1 lap away from Matthew Wood. It's now everybody coming down pit road. Let's see what Chris Stange does. He's gonna stay out, of course. Why wouldn't he with the pit strategy that he is on? Tanja said the crew chief. Your dad was the crew chief for the Nissan GTP in the 80s. I'd love to talk to that man, Tanja. I really would. I really would. All right, TW in the chat. Good luck, Nathan Williams. Well, isn't it just a treat? He's leading this race right now. Unbelievable. Lap 40 or 42 laps in the book. We're on lap 43 right now. And Nathan, though, he did not elect to pit as everybody else did. He might be staying out to lead that lap, or he might be putting in some strategy, as we've been seeing out of Chris Stange at the moment. But, Jay, I completely neglected pit road here. Look who came out first. That's Matthew Leiter. Melvin Berenger coming out in front of Matthew Wood, too, as he takes some evasive action on his friend there, Matthew Leiter. Matthew Wood coming out. Now that is P5. So, a little bit of traffic in front of him. Not going to be too bad, but look at this. Nathan Williams decides to stay out. Look at that.
Yeah, I think Nathan Williams is one of the guys that pitted there on lap 29 with Stange and Underwood. So that makes sense why he'd be the guy out on the lead right now. Him and Stange both on that alternate strategy, early pit stop. Leiter, I believe, he was also pitted after that caution that he had. So he had maybe not had to take as much fuel. So that must be why he is up here in P3. Trying to catch all these strategies. It's already strategy being played. Because now we got Matthew Wood, the guy who's dominated the first half of this race up here in P5. See what he could do, as it looks like we're doubling him up, maybe getting ready to go green flag next time by.
Yeah, I forgot about that, Jay. Thanks for bringing that up. The 13 and the 29 and the 00. Almost on the same pit strategies here. We'll go ahead and pull up these strategies. Williams, last time he pitted 15 laps ago. Chris Stange has been making a lot of pit stops for fuel here, but as you can see, his first stop was just about 13 laps ago. That's when he took tires. Matthew Leiter, 7 laps on that strategy as well. Berenger looks to be on a similar strategy to Williams. And then you can see everybody else. Wood, Connolly, Burbage, Underwood electing to come down pit road during that caution too. Was on a similar strategy to Stange, but elects to stay with the leaders there. But a lot of interesting strategies going on right now as we see it all surfacing. Now, we're going to be seeing the lights off on the pace vehicle. Yes, we're going to go green flag racing once again here tonight at Dover.
Yes, we're going to go green flag again. We got Stange on the inside, Williams on the outside for this restart. Leiter back there in P3 with Berenger. These guys all pretty much on the same type of strategy. Stange with a couple extra pit stops for fuel. And then it's back to the guys that just made pit stops with Matthew Wood, Connolly, Burbridge. The field is shooken up here at Dover. We're going to have start lap 46 when we get the green. Let's see what these boys can do here at Dover on this next stint.
Yes, absolutely. Tanja said he was crew chief for Pontiac and chassis consultant for Nissan. I was really fortunate to see many advances in motorsports. That's really cool. Really cool. Jasmine, you got this, baby. To Dylan. I really hope you were talking to me there. But Tanja back in the chat as well. Steve Millen with Nissan. Driver for Fiero and dad before he drove Nissan. Very cool. Very cool, very impressed. But we're going restart racing here at Dover. Nathan Williams leading the field to green. The green flag is out in the air. The 29 gets a little loose with throttle down. So does 00. But the 13 of Nathan Williams takes a commanding restart here into turn 1. Almost contact here between the 00 and the 16. Going into turn 1, they keep it straight. Off of turn 2 now. We see a little bit of a battle now for P2. That's Melvin Berenger and Chris Stange. Going into turn 3 now.
Chris Stange just sent it in there in the turn. He's going to try and drive off the turn 4 with the momentum. He makes the pass up to P2. Oh, what is sideways of a P4, or of a turn 4. He's to the inside of Berenger now. Can he clear him here through 1 and 2? Looks like he will, as Underwood's following him through the traffic here. As Berenger and Leiter up to the outside. Here comes Matthew Wood up to P3.
Oh, contact!
Turn 3.
Oh, the 77 keeps it straight as he goes to the inside of Melvin Berenger. Now off of turn 4, he clears him. Makes that pass, he puts himself up to P4. Matthew Wood now knocking on the door of Chris Stange through turns 1 and 2. As Chris Stange continues to hold on strong in P2. Coming off of turn 2 now, as these guys going down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Matthew Wood looking to the outside of Chris Stange now. He's gonna almost be there off of turn 4. Not gonna make it happen. He's gonna come back to the inside. Here comes Matthew Wood into turn 1, side by side now for P2.
Side by side for P2, Matthew Wood on the inside, Chris Stange on the outside. They're going to be drag racing down the back. Here comes the Iron Man to the inside of the Gambler. Down here into turn 3. Matthew Wood sent it in there with all the momentum. He might be able to clear Stange here off of 4. He does. Matthew Wood up to P2. Stange back to P3, but Stange is looking back at him. Back to the inside here into turn 1.
Side by side. Oh no, the 16's gonna clear the 29 off of turn 2, but Stage making a valiant effort on the inside to try and hold on to that P2 position. But Matthew Wood now setting his sights on Nathan Williams, the leader of this race, off of turn 4 now, coming down the front straightaway and across the line. Matthew Wood now coming to the rear bumper of Nathan Williams through turns 1 and 2. Chris Stage doing everything he can to keep up with the 16 off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Nathan Williams blocks the 16 to the outside. What a block by the 13. Coming through turns 3 and 4 now. The 16 to the outside. Here comes the 13. Oh, no contact. Very clean racing as Matthew Wood now takes the lead of this race.
Yeah, Williams put up a valiant fight to hold the lead, but now Stage is to the inside for P2. Here comes Chris Stage, gonna clear him up turn 2. Oh, that got tight there. Unbelievable move by Stage. He's up to P2. Williams back down to P3, but here comes Underwood. He's gonna throw his name in the ring here. He wants a battle for the race lead. As Stage is, oh, Williams gets tight on the floor. He's gonna hang on to it, but here comes Underwood.
Underwood now into turn 1, setting his sights on the 13 of Nathan Williams. Off of turn 2 now. Let's see what he can do here as he kind of looks to the... He does! Here he comes to the inside in turn 3. Side by side now for P3 and Nathan Williams. Can't put up that much of a fight through the corner, but off of turn 4 he might get a little bit of a run here. Here comes Nathan Williams. Is he going to look to the inside? No, he thinks better of it. Brian Underwood now up to P3 as Nathan Williams settles down into P4.
Yeah, Nathan Williams on an alternate strategy did a great job holding lead here early in this run, but now fading with the tire disadvantage he has to the guys that got by him. Is now Underwood's up to P3. He's on a recovery trail now after his early pit sequence. He's going to try and run down Stage now. Leiter's getting back in the mix. Leiter's closing the gap down here to Williams. Here into turn 1 now. Let's see if he can close this gap to Williams here through the center of the turn. Williams maybe struggling a little bit on these tires, and now Leiter's going to throw his name in the ring.
Now going into turn 3, Matthew Leiter in the 00, looking a little bit of a different line through 3 and 4 as the 13 kind of arcs it late in the corner, trying to get a run down the front straightaway. It doesn't look like it's going to work too much for him. Maybe just delaying the pass at the moment as now the 00 looking to the inside of the 13. We're side by side off of turn 2. A drag race? No! The 00 elects to go right behind the 13 once again here going into turn 3. Now 3 and 4 is going to be complete. Let's see what Matthew Leiter can do down the front straightaway.
Oh, Williams gets sideways off of 4. Here comes Leiter to the inside into turn 1. We're side by side into turn 1. Leiter's going to try and make this move to the inside, but Williams is going to drive it extremely aggressive off the corner. Oh, we're still side by side down the back. Got real tight there into turn 3, off of turn 2. Down here into turn 3. Leiter's going to make the pass on Williams, moving himself up to P4.
What a great run by Leiter to make that pass very strategically as well, trying not to get too much heat in his tires as they go around this racetrack here. Dover tonight, Nathan Williams now finding himself in P5, 2 seconds ahead of P6 of William Connolly, as now the stack up is here. Look at this. Look at all these drivers under a blanket. Jordan Hand back here in P9. Josh Kreider looking to take over that P10 position. Melvin Berenger, oh, off at turn 4, contact. They keep it straight. Unbelievable what they were able to do right there. Now going into turn 1, Kreider's lost a lot of time to Berenger. In front of him is Landon Burbridge now going side by side with the 21 of Bellinger off at turn 2.
Here we are, still side by side. Bellinger underneath Burbridge. They're still side by side here into turn 3. Looks like Bellinger's going to take that position, but now Jordan Hand is trying to find his way to the inside of Burbridge here. A lot of B names up here at the front of the field, but now Burbridge going to the inside of Bellinger now. Still trying to fight back here, almost to the bumper, but Bellinger is going to hang on to that position.
Now we're going back up to the front here. Chris Stage coming under attack by Brian Underwood off at turn 4. The 77 looking to the inside. Oh, Chris Stage gets a little loose off of turn 4. He holds it straight. Now into turn 1, holding on to that P2 position very well as they go through 1 and 2 at the moment. Off at turn 2 now, the 77 is going to look to the inside of the 29. Look at this. He's going to make a move going into turn 3. To the inside, side by side. Chris Stage to the outside. Brian Underwood to the inside. It's going to get tight off at turn 4, but they keep it straight. What a great show of driving between these two drivers as they go down into turn 1, and Brian Underwood completes the pass.
Yeah, what a move there by Underwood. Now up to P2. Can he run down your race leader, Matthew Wood? As Stange falling back here to P3. Still working that outside line. As I say that, he takes it to the bottom line. Trying to search the track. Trying to find some speed in this 29 truck. As he's continuing here in P3. Great drive off the corner. As he's going to continue here in P3 behind Brian Underwood.
We'll go back here to Nathan Williams, who is still losing some time here. Last time by was a little bit quicker than the car in front of him. That's the 00 Matthew Leiter. As they come down the back straightaway, but William Connolly is on absolute rails right now. Just about 0.6 of a second quicker last time by, as you can see the 25 using that really high lane to try to get a good apex off the corner. Look at the run he gets to the inside of the 13. Side by side now into turn 1, and the 25 is going to dive it in deep right there, and the 13 gets up into the marbles. He's going to relinquish that position to William Connolly and finds himself in P6 now, coming down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Williams loses another position here, but he just sent it in here to the inside of William Connolly. Can he make it happen? He does not make it happen. Jordan Hand just got by Burbridge as well. He's on a recovery trail. But here comes Bellinger, grabs some wall on entry at 1. He's going to fall right in line behind Williams. They all rotate to the outside line. Here comes Jordan Hand. He's closing this gap immensely. There's a little bit of bumper business off of turn 2. Bellinger all over the rear bumper of Williams. He's going to send it in here into turn 3.
Side by side now, this is for P6, and Bellinger makes that position his own off of turn 4 now. Jordan Hand now sets his sights on the 13 truck going into turn 1. He's going to dive it on deep into turn 1. Look at him. Side by side, he's going to look to make that pass on the 13 and try to go side by side with the car in front of him, Bellinger. But Jordan Hand makes that pass. Landon Burbridge now trying to make the pass on the 13 into turn 3. He's going to dive it on deep there, side by side. Once again for the 13 truck off of turn 4. He's going to come back. We're drag racing down the front straightaway and down into turn 1.
Yeah, those older tires on this 13 truck coming to be a factor here now, as it looks like Burbridge is going to make that pass, moving himself up to P8. Williams back to P9, as it looks like Jordan Hand all over the rear bumper of Bellinger here. That's for P6, as he's looking to the inside. He's not going to be able to make it happen here through 3 and 4. Follow him off of turn 4 is Bellinger, sideways off of 4. Here comes Jordan Hand. Where does he take the momentum?
This is a great battle happening here, but Matthew Leiter now coming under attack by William Connolly off at turn 2. Matthew Leiter does not have the pace like what William Connolly does. Almost 0.3 of a lap slower at the moment, as William Connolly now is trying to find a way around this 00 car, as everybody else in front of him continues to grow that gap between themselves and the 00. But down into turn 1 now, the 25 using that way upper line now, trying to get a good apex for the exit of turn 2 and down the back straightaway, but so does the 00. Look, he's going to shoot to the inside. Now, side by side into turn 3. Let's see what the 00 can do of it, as he kind of has a preferred lane for a run down the front straightaway, but the 25 shuts the door. Oh my goodness, the 00 and the 21 into the wall. Here comes Matthew Leiter now, back to the inside of William Connolly. This battle is just insane off of turn 2. Oh, he's almost wrecked him. He almost turned him down the back straightaway. Here comes Hand.
Here comes Jordan Hand. How did they not wreck those race trucks? Here comes Hand on the outside of Leiter. This is incredible. This is going to get tight off of 4. Hand thinks better of it. Falls in line. Oh, contact. Leiter's up into the wall. Big contact into the wall. Everybody's going to go by on the inside. Bellinger trying to go to the outside. Here comes Jordan Hand now. Willing maybe 2 wide again here off of turn 2. Burbridge, Bellinger, side by side, wheel banging here into turn 3, still side by side.
Now down into turn 3, still side by side between Bellinger and Landon. Now off at turn 4, it's gonna get tight here. Oh, the 21 gets loose. Oh, they're wrecking down the front straightaway. Landon Burbridge in the wall. The 21 of Bellinger in the wall. He's got big damage on that 21 truck as he now goes through turns 1 and 2. The left front is broke. There's no more fender on that thing. Look how much damage is on that truck as he comes off at turn 2.
Wow, that was so unfortunate. That was brewing there for a while. Those guys were so aggressive, using as much corner exit as they could there off of 4. Unbelievable. That truck is big broke there by Bellinger. We'll see what he can do to get that fixed with that quick repair, but wow, significant damage.
All right, let's go back and look at this yellow flag that happened just now between these two guys. Extremely hard battling coming off of turn 4. As you can see, these guys, the 21's going to grab a little bit of wall here as he gets real loose off of turn 4. You can see that he doesn't grab wall. He just gets real loose and then collects Landon Burbridge to go down to the inside of the track and make huge contact with the inside wall. Landon Burbridge there as well. Making some pretty big contact with the inside walls. You can see him still stuck on the bottom there, trying to hold it down on the bottom. So 21 gets straight to go again. Let's see if there's any engine damage to the 2 truck. It doesn't look like it. You might be able to go around just a little bit more here as we go live. And here comes the 21 down pit road. Matthew Wood, Benjamin Romano, Jonathan Gaston electing to stay out right now as Brian Underwood is in his pits. William Connolly as well down in his pits. Jordan Hand, Chris Stange, Dylan Carrier. Let's see who can lead this off of pit road. Here comes Chris Stange. Look at that.
Wow. Maybe the fuel strategy he's been playing didn't have to take as much fuel as those other guys there. Unbelievable pit stop here by the 29 of Stange. Unfortunate there for Bellinger, though. And Burbridge, we'll have to see if they can get those quick repairs, get back here in contention at the front of the field. But we got strategy calls. Like you said, Matthew Wood, Romano, Gaston, Porter, all staying out on the racetrack. There it is. Clean backup trucks there for the 2 and the 21.
Absolutely. So these 2 trucks, Bellinger and Burbridge, electing to roll out their backup cars for the rest of the race. We're on lap 74 right now. 73 laps have been completed. It's Danny White coming back down pit road. Got Michael McDonald back down pit road. One of the causes for the earlier cautions, looks like he's got that thing fixed back up. Maybe just coming back down pit road to get a little bit more workings on that truck. He is 1 lap down at the moment, but a lot of time to come back. See if he can find that 15 car back at the front of the field here at the end. But right now, Matthew Wood leading this race.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they can do here on this restart. On that wreck there with Burbridge and Bellinger, though, it looked like Bellinger probably would have saved that racetrack if Burbridge wasn't there. So unfortunate, that incident. But got some backup trucks out here on the racetrack. We'll see what they can do. Interesting caution break here at lap 75 currently. Baby playing a little bit of strategy game here behind your race leader, doing something a little different. Could mean a race winning move here. You never know when the race winning move is going to happen. Could be right now. You never know.
All right. Amanda in the chat. Go Nathan Williams. Tanja says, phew, exciting. Amanda back. Nathan ate that block. Go Nathan. And then Dallas. Dallas in the chat as well. Wood is so fun to watch. Keep the battles up. Wood is a exceptional talent when it comes to sim racing. He has put an absolute hurtin' on this league here this year. Putting on some great shows, great clinics for everybody else to learn from him. And, again, might be seeing that tonight. But Matthew Wood leading right now. Benjamin Romano on the inside of him. Jonathan Gaston, Jaden Porter, and Chris Stange rounding out your top 5 right now. But, Jay, we're 75 laps into this thing. Give us a little bit more insight maybe on what's going on here.
Yeah, this will be interesting restart. We're going to have Wood back on the outside. I think this restart is going to be crucial here for Matthew Wood. A lot of the guys he's been contending with are behind him on some strategy. Maybe if he can get this lead early, check out on the field, build enough of a gap for when he does have to make his pit stop. This is crucial as you see Stange back there in P5 and Hand at P6. Those guys can be contenders here on this restart.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now coming through turns 3 and 4, we're going to watch that pace vehicle come off the racing surface, control to the 16 of Matthew Wood on the outside. Let's see what he can do here on this restart. They're going to inch closer to the restart zone, but the green flag is out in the air. The 16 getting a very good jump. Oh, the Jaden Porter's around. Look at this back here. Everybody's palling up. There goes Dylan Carrier. There we go. There is the big one here at Dover.
Yeah, that was a big, big crash. We've seen this in the past at Dover. The restarts here are so difficult. And here we go. We got a big wreck. Lighters involved. I believe that's the 97 of Caden is involved. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Restart here. Multiple cars making damage. There's Carrier involved. Behringer involved. Big wreck here on the restart.
All right, Jay, let's go back and look at that yellow flag and see what happened. There was a lot happening for sure, as one of the first that we saw was the 74 of Jaden Porter getting real sideways on that restart. Let's go back just a little bit more and see what happened. As we take it in slow-mo here, the 74 puts the power down, the pedal to the metal, gets real sideways. Nowhere for Jordan Hand to go. Really, Chris Dange just squeezing by there, gets himself clean out of that. So does Nathan Williams. Look at that. Wow. It's a 54, shoots all the way across the track, collects the 00, and makes huge contact with the inside wall. The 97, huge contact. The 17's involved. The 00 still wrecking here. The 19 involved in it as well. Jordan Kreider grabbing some damage. Looks like Farrell Robbins. Oh, is he going to make it there? Holy cow, he does! We got to go on board with this. The 4 truck of Farrell Robbins. All right, let's go on board and see what happened here. Let's see. There it is. All right. Let's see what happened to Farrell Robbins here, because this was a crazy restart.
There's just nothing any of these guys can do. They're all going up through the gears. Farrell Robbins making double evasive moves there to avoid that. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow. He got fortunate in that one. Not a lot. Any of those guys really could have done. We're all really packed up on this restart, going through the gears. It's that's just a product of Dover right there. But Farrell Robbins making some swerving moves there, man. That was great.
All right, Dylan Carrier pulling out his backup truck as he gets way too much damage on that restart. Melvin Behringer now coming off of pit road. Still has a little bit of damage there. Still got an opportunity to bring out his backup car if ever needed to. 00 looking like he may have taken that quick repair for himself. No, he didn't. Still rolling around with the same truck. Jaden Porter now coming off of pit road. Looks like he didn't take his quick repair either. No, he did not. He's going to chill out there tonight. Is Matthew Wood still leading this race? Benjamin Romano in P2. Jonathan Gaston in P3. Chris Dange finding himself in P4 now, with William Connolly in P5. A great run Williams had so far tonight. A great run. Dover might be one of his strong tracks, as we've seen the 25 up front most of the day. He's got a little bit of speed, making some great passes. Finding himself up front. Jordan Hand in P6 as well. Usually one of the cars we see up front here from a week-to-week basis. Jordan now in P6, trying to find his way back up to the front. Josh Kreider now in P7. And old Nathan Williams in P8. Jordan Kreider P9. Farrell Robbins, after some awesome crash avoidance there, finds himself in the top 10. What a great run he's had so far. As we'll go real quick back to the chat. Jasmine, I don't understand why my man's playing with his wrist the way it is, but he's got this to win, if not some come close to it. Yurt, Manda, heck yeah, Nathan is my brother. Heck yeah, dude. That's pretty cool. Some sibling support there. It's pretty dope. Dallas, race cars over healthy wrists. He said it. Someone clipped that for iRacing Top 10. I agree. Get some great publicity out for the Dega boys here. As we now go through turns 1 and 2, Matthew Wood leading this pack. Lights are out on the pace vehicle, and we're going to go green flag racing. This time by.
Yeah, we're going to have Romano on the inside. Matthew Wood really using this outside line to his advantage, but now Chris Dange right in his rear view mirror. This could get interesting on this restart. Maybe didn't play out the way Matthew Wood wanted here with that caution. We'll see what these boys can do, as we're going to go green flag racing this time by.
Matthew Wood having some great runs recently. Also has some great, phenomenal stickers on his helmet there, as you can see. Some good old Dega Boy stickers on there. Love it. I love it. Now the pace vehicle, though, off the racing surface. Control to Matthew Wood as they come off of turn 4 into the restart zone, and the green flag is out in the air. The 16 once again getting a great jump on the field. Chris Stange right behind him. Benjamin Romano having a little bit of difficulties there on the restart. Here comes Jordan Hand on the outside. He's going to look for P3. Nathan Williams in P5 as well, looking to have a great run tonight as we're going to drag race it down the back straightaway, and the 3 truck finds himself into the top 3. Benjamin Romano in P4 off of turn 4 with a threat from the 13 now off of turn 4 to the inside, Nathan Williams.
We got a battle for the lead. Stange to the inside of Wood for the race lead here. Unbelievable. Stange has gotten the pass made here. He's to the lead as he's got the newer tires. Matthew Wood on the older tires. Showing to be difficult here for Matthew Wood. His Stange is now to the lead. Matthew Wood isn't giving up, though. He's going to drive it in extremely deep here to turn 3. Trying to carry the momentum off the corner. Oh, so tight. He does not make wall contact. Unbelievable. Here comes Jordan Hand.
Missed that battle for the lead. Thank you, Jay. Now Jordan Hand coming to the inside of Matthew Wood off of turn 2. Looks like he's going to try to make that pass. A classic drag race ensues down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Jordan Hand diving it real deep down there, and he's going to take that P2 position off of turn 4. Matthew Wood. Oh, we got Rickett in the back. Bellinger once again. Huge contact. Oh, Danny Wood. Here comes Porter. Huge contact for these guys here on the front straightaway.
Oh no, Bellinger just got his quick repair too. Unfortunate damage. Porter comes in late with Thomas say with the TKO here down the front stretch. The tight Dover is unbelievable.
All right, let's go back and look at this yellow flag and see what developed there. We're going to rewind just a little bit more as we saw Bellinger off of turn 4 having a little bit of a bad time here at Dover. Off of turn 4, let's see what happens here. Oh, huge wall contact as he makes big contact with the inside wall into Danny White and into, or Jordan, Jaden Porter into the rear end of Tyler Bellinger now. Crazy what you know what, that's typical Dover right there. The 21 making huge contact with the outside wall and finding himself kissing the inside wall and getting some other people involved there. But look at this, Chris Stange leading this race.
Yeah, that's typical Dover. Most of the wrecks we've seen here tonight are typical Dover. You're going so fast around here. There's not a lot of room. That's just a product of Dover. But like you said, Chris Stange with the strategies playing out to his favor gets the lead. Matthew Wood did not want to see that second caution there. He had a little bit of traffic in between himself and these guys that had pitted, and it looked like it might have just played out into his hand, and then we got a caution, and that gives them an opportunity knocking on his rear bumper there to take over that lead. Matthew Wood going to be playing a little bit of catch-up here. Do we see him maybe make a pit stop, try to get back on sequence with these boys?
Michael McDonald gets the wave around. He's going to be back on the lead lap now. That's some big news. He's played in the back here for a long time now, finally getting that opportunity to come back onto the lead lap. And that's what happens when you don't give up. Michael McDonald now finding himself back on the lead lap. A bad run so far by the 15, but it's looking up. It is definitely looking up. Hopefully to have a good points night tonight in that number 15. But as we go back to the front here, let's talk a little bit about Chris Stange. I think he's you know, deserving of it. Chris Stange, one of the great in the PSCRL Truck Series when it comes to strategies. Chris got a win at Vegas, specifically on strategy. We can count on Chris Stange every week to come out to these racetracks that we're going to and try to pull some strategy. And he's doing it again tonight. He's leading this race with Jordan Hand right behind him. A little bit of strategy on his side. Matthew Wood having that brunt speed here tonight, but that strategy now catching up with him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what these guys can do as this race progresses with strategy-wise. But like you said, Stange doing a fantastic job mastering it here tonight. Jordan Hand kind of on that same strategy. I believe Williams has gotten back onto the same strategy here as Hand and Stange. The big question mark here is that 16 of Matthew Wood. How does it play out for him? definitely not sitting in an ideal position with older tires back here in P3. And like you said, he's had the blunt speed tonight, just a little off strategy right now, kind of hampering his performance here at the moment. This is going to be a good restart. I'm excited to see what these guys could do here on this restart. Fresh tires, or newer tires with some of these guys in the front. Matthew Wood on older tires. We'll see what this restart has in store for us here at Dover.
Yes, absolutely. As it come off of turn 4 now, we might see the lights off on the pace vehicle this time by. Let's go ahead and watch that as they do come across the start-finish line. Looks like Chris Stange going to elect to take the bottom line here, which is a little bit different. But yes, lights are off on the pace vehicle. We're going to go green flag racing this time by real quick. Jasmine back in the chat. Sorry, my English is bad. Nope. Yours is just fine. Mine's pretty bad, though. As, you can probably tell during this broadcast. Now, through turns 1 and 2, though, you can see everybody lining up here for the restart. Josh Kreider finding himself back inside the top 5 now. And Matthew Wood is going to have to restart on the inside with a little bit of traffic in front of him. This is going to be a little bit interesting. He's been restarting on the outside every restart, so let's see what he can do here tonight at Dover.
Yeah, we're double filed, ready to go here for another restart to start lap 90, closing it on the halfway point here at Dover. Chris Stange, Jordan Hand, gonna be leading the field to green.
Now into turn 3, we're gonna watch this pace car come off of the racing surface. Control to Chris Stange on this restart. See that happening now. We're gonna inch closer to the restart zone now as they come off the exit of turn 4. Chris Stange, the green flag is out in the air, and he gets a great jump on the inside here as Jordan Hand on the outside, not getting ahead of the 29. That's a good goal for Chris to have right there, as now we're going side by side. Nathan Williams on the outside of Matthew Wood now, coming down the back straightaway, still side by side for P3, now going into turn 3.
Yeah, still side by side. Wood, gets a little tight on the inside of the corner. Oh, he's going to lose that position of Williams. Great job by Williams to move up to P3 on the outside, making it work as he's going to send it back in here into turn 3 on pursuit of your second place runner. But here it is. Underwood's going to make a move on Jordan Kreider. That's going to move Underwood up to P7. Oh, it's Josh Kreider sideways off a 2.
Josh Kreider pushing real hard here to try to get more than a top 5 right now, or more than P5 right now, off of turn 4 now. Real close to the wall there everybody goes, but everybody seems to get off of it. Now, going into turn 1, he's inside of Matthew Wood. He's going to make the pass even before the exit of the corner. He's up to P4. What a great run he's having so far. Here comes William Connolly now, almost putting the 77 in the wall down the back straightaway. He's going to dive it on deep into the inside of the 16. The 16 dropping like a rock here at Dover tonight as they cross the start-finish line. Matthew Wood now going side by side with Brian Underwood.
Yeah, Matthew Wood continuing to fade here on the outside line as everybody with newer tires is going around him as Underwood goes by. Now here comes Jordan Kreider to the inside. Matthew Wood a little bit of wall contact down there down the backstretch. Here comes Jordan Kreider to the inside of Matthew Wood. He's going to move himself up there to the next position, P7. Matthew Wood down to P8. Drop it. The Iron Man. Drop it like a hunk of metal now.
Crazy what this race has developed so far. Kind of looks like Brian Underwood now trying to get to the inside of William Connolly. William Connolly now to the inside of Josh Kreider. Into turn 3, side by side now. And this is for P4 at the moment, and he makes that pass. Here comes Brian Underwood now to the inside of Josh Kreider. Side by side down the back straightaway and into turn 1. The front straightaway, excuse me. Down into turn 1, the 77 dives it in real deep. He makes that pass on Josh Kreider. Brian Underwood now up to P5 down the back straightaway.
Brian Underwood making some moves. Kreider's going to push him down the back. Unbelievable. Look at the run that Underwood has down here on the bottom. Trying to get to the inside of Connolly. He does not make it happen off of turn 4. Going to stay in line. Kreider still sideways. Unbelievable. He hung onto that truck. As Underwood still working the inside line. Connolly still working the outside line here through 1 and 2. Connolly doing a fantastic job. Has had a fast truck all night long. Here he is in P4.
A great run so far by everyone as they... Oh, look, he's to the inside of the 25 now off of turn 4. Let's see if he can do anything here. Looks like 25 is going to get a little bit of a run down the front straightaway. He does as he tries to go all over his rear bumper down into turn 1 now. The 77 is going to dive it on deep here. So does the 25 as he elects to change up his line a little bit through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn 2 now, they're going to go down the back straightaway. Still in a line here as Brian Underwood and William Connolly is your closest battle on track. Through 3 and 4 now, the 77 can't do anything off of turn 4 and down the front straightaway. Nothing that Brian Underwood can do now, still in P5.
Yeah, look who's lurking here with a broken wrist and all. That's Dylan Carrier. Fresh race truck here. Backup truck. He's looking to the inside of Jordan Kreider here. Or Josh Kreider, excuse me. Down the back, he's maybe looking to the inside. Here comes Underwood. Finally to the inside of Connolly with a big slider move here. Connolly going to keep it up to the outside. Does not make it happen. Underwood up to P4. Unbelievable. Oh, what contact. Maybe a little bumper business down the straightaway. Here comes Connolly still working the outside line after Underwood got by.
Now gonna come off at turn 2. Maybe that 25 is gonna get a little bit of a run here. It's not gonna be enough. A side-by-side battle now for P6 into turn 3. That's Dylan Carrier to the inside of Josh Kreider. Josh Kreider is gonna give that position away to Dylan Carrier, and Dylan Carrier makes huge contact with the outside wall. Here comes Josh Kreider now into turn 1. Side-by-side once again for the P6 position as he tries to hold on to it off of turn 2. Now we're still side-by-side for P6. Josh Kreider not going to be able to do anything of it, and the 54 continues on in P6.
Wow, massive contact, and he makes the pass anyway. Unbelievable on the outside of Josh Kreider there, as Kreider is going to move back to P7, right in front of Jordan Kreider, but he's going to send it back into the bottom. Oh, here comes Matthew Wood. He is finally making a pit stop here at the halfway point.
Oh, this is going to ruin his race if this continues on like this. Oh no, this is huge workings for Matthew Wood. Benjamin Romano down pit road, as well as Josh Kreider and Dylan Carrier still going at it here. Off of turn 4, the 5 makes the pass back to P6, down the front straightaway and into turn 1.
Yeah, Kreider fights back and gets right back by Carrier here, moving himself up to P6 now, as they lost a little bit of touch with the guys in front of them as they continue to battle. But Matthew Wood in big threat right now, gonna lose a lap, maybe 2 laps here under this pit sequence. Definitely does not want to see a caution. This would be detrimental to his race, as now here he is off a pit lane now.
2 laps down for Matthew Wood as he gets back out on track. That's a lot of ground to make up as Chris Stange still continues to lead this race with Jordan Hand right behind him. Jordan Hand has had a couple of opportunities to try to get around Chris Stange, but has not been able to hold on to it as they come off of turn 4 now. Oh, Chris Stange real loose there. Now coming in. Oh, we got a yellow flag.
Oh no, the last thing Matthew Wood wanted to see. Oh no, detrimental. I don't see anything. Maybe a debris caution here.
Yeah, I don't see anything either, Jay. Let's go and look at the yellow flag and see if anything did happen here. Oh, we got a wreck right in front of us.
Wreck.
Oh, it's Michael McDonald.
Oh no, he just got his laps back. Unfortunate.
We're going to go back real quick and look because, oh, he's real sideways here. Oh, no. Looks like the 19 and the 15 got involved there. Whoa! Hold on to it. Look at him spin it back around. Is that Romano right there going right around him? Yeah, that was crazy. Michael McDonald, though, not a lot of damage to that 15, excuse me. Coming down the front straightaway, a little bit of right side damage to that truck, but who doesn't have right side damage at this point in the race?
Yeah.
As we'll go back live
hit that
here.
Pretty square. That was pretty good there. Now we're going to see mass
Absolutely.
pit stops here down pit lane. Here comes Chris Stage. Here comes Jordan Hand, your race leaders. This is going to be big time pit stops here as everybody's back on sequence with each other again. Is now you see Williams get into his pit box to put some tires on that thing.
Yeah, that was a great pit stop run by the 13. Let's see what happens to the 29 here. Great pit stop for him. Jordan Hand now, a great pit stop for him. 25.77. Everybody getting some really good pit stops in right now as we'll continue to watch the 29. Putting left sides on right now. Let's see if he can win this race off of pit road. Looks like he's going to do it with ease. Yes, he does. Chris Stange. excuse me, currently P3 at the moment. Michael McDonald staying out at the moment. In P2, Caden Gargilo. Caden G leading this race at the moment as he goes into turn 3. He's got a lot of left side damage to that thing. He was involved in a wreck earlier in this race, has elected not to get his backup car out yet. As he might elect, no, he does not elect to come down pit road, so doesn't Michael McDonald. So a little bit of traffic going to be happening in front of Chris Stange now as he finds himself coming off of turn 4 with 2 cars going to be in front of him. Everybody else between himself and the 97, or in the 15, well, and the 97 and the 15, they're going to have to drop back to the back of the pack to give way to the lead lap cars. These guys not going to be able to get their wave around. As you can see him dropping now. Going into turn 1, the 97 and the 15 going to make up the front row. Chris Stange, Matthew Leiter going to make up the second row, and Jordan Hand and Brian Underwood going to make up your third row here on this restart.
Yeah, we got some new contenders up here at the front of the field. Michael McDonald up here to P2. What's the caution? Unbelievable how it worked out there for him. Caden G going to be leading your field to green here. Stange, Hand, going to have a little bit of traffic in front of him here on this restart. See if they can get back to the front of the field. As we're winding this thing down, we got 94 laps to go. 93 when we go by the line. This time by another one of these fantastic Dover restarts here on deck.
Absolutely. Past Brian Underwood, we got Nathan Williams coming out, currently P7, William Connolly P8, Dylan Carrier P9, and Josh Kreider rounding out your top 10 at the moment. As we've seen a lot of good side-by-side hard racing here tonight, Jay. Look, we're getting into the second half of this race. Turn 4 is an absolute killer right now. It's got to be on everybody's mind when it comes to long green flag run. How these trucks change over time. And how that turn 4 wall just becomes an easier target to hit as we see lights out on the pace truck. We're going to go green flag racing this time by. But Jay, that turn 4 wall has got to be a huge strategy turner in this race.
Yeah, trying not to make contact with that turn 4 wall is going to be the challenge. It's been the challenge all night long. But we got all these guys back on strategy together. Matthew Wood 2 laps down. We'll see if he can get some of these laps back. Maybe turn 4 might be his friend tonight if we get some more of these cautions.
Yes, absolutely. We talked a little bit about the damage on the 97 here. You can see that left front gone off of that 97. He's still holding on strong, though. Going to try to make something happen here on this restart. It's going to be interesting to see what that 97 can do as they now come through turns 3 and 4. We're going to watch that pace vehicle come off the racing surface. The 97 taking control of this restart. Now through turns 3 and 4, we're inching closer to the restart zone. And the green flag is out in the air. The 97 getting real clean restart at the moment as he's going to try to keep it straight going into turn 1. Not getting the line that he really wanted, though, as Chris Stange already making the pass on Michael McDonald. Let's see what he can do here off of turn 2. The 97 getting real high. Chris Stange giving him a lot of room down the back straightaway, and he takes over that P1 position. Here comes Jordan Hand, though. He's going to try to make the pass for the lead. As they come off at turn 4 now, look at Nathan Williams up to P3. What a run for him.
Yeah, a lot of your fast trucks here tonight have all made their way through that traffic on the initial start. As now Underwood's up to P4. Here comes Carrier up to P5. Wow, this is some great racing still side by side here. McDonald, maybe some 3 wide. Jordan Kreider was thinking about it, thinks better of it, does not take it to the inside of McDonald. As you see Caden G losing lots of time up here. 3 wide up the corner. Can it work? Oh, it's Caden's in the wall. Oh, big check up there. Unbelievable.
Wow, they keep it all straight. That's incredible what we just watched right there. This is P6 right now with Jordan Kreider off at turn 2 as we see a little bit of happenings here. Brian Underwood to the inside of Nathan Williams. Side by side now through 3 and 4 as, whoa, look at this, Jay. We've got Matthew Wood down pit road.
Yeah, maybe he had some incident there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but the battle continues here. Williams to the outside of Underwood. Underwood to the inside of Williams now. This is incredible off of turn 2. Underwood, been one of the quicker trucks all night long, trying to take it to the 13 of Williams here through 3 and 4. Unbelievable. Here comes the 13 of Williams, still working this outside line, trying to stay relevant at the front of the field.
The 13 holding very strong on the outside. That outside lane may be fully broke in now. As you can see, he's gaining ground on Jordan Hand now off of turn 2. Jordan Hand's given a little bit of room there to work with, but it's not going to be needed. The 77 shooting back down to the inside of the 13 through 3 and 4, but it looks like that 13 is on frickin' rails on the outside through 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. The 13 holds on to the P3 position. What a great run for him so far tonight through turns 1 and 2 right now. He goes back down to the bottom in the tracks of Jordan Hand. Coming down the back straightaway now, everybody seems to be single file as William Connolly now shoots it to the inside of Josh Kreider through 3 and 4.
Yeah, Connolly have been one of the faster trucks all night long as well, to the inside of Kreider. Kreider sideways off of 4. Oh, he gets turned! Connolly into Kreider! Oh, here comes Gaston, he's gonna avoid. Oh, another wreck here. Connolly and Kreider into turn 1.
Our 8th caution is here tonight. Let's go back and look at this yellow flag. Break down what kind of happened there, because it kind of looked like there was a little bit of netcode in play. As you can see, oh, big gap between the 25 and the 5. That's just unfortunate. As you can see, Josh now coming into turn 1 backwards. And the 25 not going to be grabbing a lot of more contact after that, but Josh Kreider, let's see if he does hit the outside wall here. Oh, buddy. Look at that!
So good, avoiding any damage. Unbelievable by both of those drivers. They didn't get really any damage out of that.
Wow. What a save by the 5 truck there. Now coming down the back straightaway. Yeah. That was crazy what Josh was able to do there. No damage to that guy. Michael McDonald now down pit road. Matthew Leiter, Caden Gargulo, Jaden Porter down pit road as well. Let's see if Caden takes his quick repair here. This is very interesting. He's been rolling around on this truck here with lots of damage. But now maybe might be the time to take to get your backup truck out and try to press on here. Let's see what he does. No quick repair. That man is holding on to that thing like it's gold. All right. As we're coming down the back straightaway now, Chris Stange in the 29. Still leading this race. Getting a good amount of laps in. As we go back to Matthew Wood here, who was putting a lot of, was putting a great race on, leading this race. Now finds himself P19, 5 laps down. We saw him take a little bit of a green flag pit stop there. It kind of hurt him, as he was already a lap or 2 down at that point, but really adding on to the laps there as he made that green flag pit.
Yeah, what this means, though, with Matthew Wood being 5 laps down, basically being out of contention in this race. And we've seen miracles happen before, but potentially out of contention to win this race. But there's a playoff spot up for grabs here tonight. Williams, Underwood, Carrier, Kreider, Burbridge, Robbins, Behringer all in the top 10 with an opportunity here tonight to take the victory and lock themselves into the playoffs. This is huge news for these guys up here at the front of the field. Williams with a rocket ship tonight. Can he get it done here at Dover? Lock himself right on into the playoffs.
Yes, absolutely. It's one of the greatest opportunities we've seen so far here in the PSCRL Truck Series to lock yourself in and get a win here tonight. Nathan Williams has had an absolute rocket ship for a truck tonight as he finds himself in the top 3. Nonetheless, a great points night if he can hold on to that P3. But I would, if I was Nathan Williams, man, I'd be focusing in. I'd be doing everything I could to try to get back to the front of this pack try to get a race win here tonight.
Yeah, these guys have really put on a fight here tonight at Dover. There's been no lull in the action so far. Just great battles throughout, lots of strategy being played, and here we are. Everybody pretty much back on the same sequence. We have a few guys in the back there like Lighter, Kata G, also back there with some fresh tires. We'll see what they can do on this next restart, but the lights are out on the pace vehicle, Tom, and you know what that means.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going green flag racing this time by Chris Stange. Going to be leading this restart with Jordan Hand on the outside of him. That's going to make up your front row. Nathan Williams, Brian Underwood. That's going to make up your second row. Dylan Carrier and Jordan Kreider. That is your third row. Now coming off of turn 2. These guys, look, we've got just about 81 laps to go when we hit the start-finish line again. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. Chris Stange finding himself in a great position as well with the strategy that he has already ran. To find himself up front at the end of this race. It's crazy what he has been able to do here tonight as we now go into turn 3. Again, we're going to watch that pace car come off the racing surface, give control to the 29, and then we're going to inch closer to the restart zone and get another green flag out in the air to tick some laps off, get closer to lap 200. As the green flag is now out in the air, Chris Stange trying to make a jump, but Jordan Hand making a great run on the outside. We're going to go side by side for the lead down into turn 1. Nathan Williams side by side for P3 at the moment as well off of turn 2. Chris Stange going to hold on to that position coming down the back straightaway and into turn 3.
Oh, Jordan Hand gets right to the bumper of stage, but Williams and Underwood still side by side here. Hand leaves a little bottom open. Here comes Underwood. Can he carry the run off of turn 4? Here comes Jordan Hand back to the inside of stage for the race lead into turn 1. Here he comes. Can he make it happen? Stage going to carry the momentum on the outside. Might be able to clear him here off of turn 2.
Down the back straightaway. Oh, the 3 gets real loose. He's now under attack by the 77. Brian Underwood to the outside for P2 off of turn 4 now. Not a lot of room to work with here, and they get real close to the wall, but 77 holds on to it, but here comes Jordan Hand back down to P2. Nathan Williams now to the inside of the 77 for P3, off of turn 2 now, and the drag race ensues down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Williams tried to make it work on the inside, wasn't able to get it to happen for him. Underwood trying to give some bumper business here to Hand. Hand's leaving a little bottom open. Here comes Underwood. Can he make it happen? No, he does not. Falls back in line behind Jordan Hand. These guys are racing here tonight, trying to fight for the front of the field. Williams back here to P4. Underwood up to P3 now, as these guys continue here through 1 and 2 off of turn 2.
A great run so far by all of these guys coming down the back straightaway, getting into a single file rhythm as we see Jordan Kreider now rounding out your top 5. Dylan Carrier, Landon Burbridge in P7 at the moment. And then that's Matthew Wood in between Dylan Carrier and Landon Burbridge. As he's a couple laps down there. Jonathan Gaston now coming under attack by Josh Kreider on the outside. Off of turn 2 now, the drag race. Oh, the 5 truck!
Oh.
Huge contact with the outside wall. Here comes Connolly down into turn 3.
Wow, big contact there by Kreider now, but he's still fighting back on the outside as Gaston's in front of Connolly. Oh, he merely makes contact again. He does make contact down the front stretch. Unbelievable. This 5 truck and that wall are BFFs here tonight. Absolutely digging is Kreider as Connolly's going to make the move off of turn 2. Clears Kreider. Kreider back down here to P10.
Now they all get single file. Josh Kreider, Farrell Robbins in the P11 position, trying to find himself into the top 10. Get a good points run for tonight. So we all go single file now down into turn 1. A little bit of different lanes being used. 3 different lanes down into turn 1 as these guys continue to go at it. We're going to go back to the front here a little bit. Brian Underwood still holding on to that P3 position. Here comes Matthew Wood now, who is a couple laps down, trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Side by side with Nathan Williams now down into turn 1.
Yeah, unbelievable. Matthew Wood trying to get his lap back. He's going to try to go by Nathan Williams. We've seen Jeff Gordon come from 4 laps down at Martinsville win a race. Can we see Matthew Wood come from 5 down to win at Dover? Unbelievable, as here he is trying to get one of his laps back as he gets by Williams. But here comes Carrier all over the rear bumper of Jordan Kreider here. That's for a P5 position. They're digging as they're closing up to the rear bumper of Nathan Williams here into turn one.
These guys getting all stacked up here now for P4 as Jordan Kreider's coming under attack by Dylan Carrier on the outside of turn 2. Side by side now, down the back straightaway and into turn 3. The 54 on the outside of the 69. He's going to make that pass. Complete. Dylan Carrier now up into the top 5 and sets his sights on the 13 of Nathan Williams, as now Brian Underwood is going to come under attack by the 16 of Matthew Wood through turns 1 and 2. Let's see if he can get this pass done off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Matthew Wood looking to the inside of Underwood, really shaking things up here for your leaders, as he's going to send it in here and make this pass on Underwood. Underwood going to follow back in line behind Matthew Wood. Unbelievable pace this 16 truck has. He is not giving up in this race, as now Carrier and Williams both almost grab some wall off of 4. Those guys are digging. Maybe seeing this opportunity with Wood mixing it up here with your leaders. Maybe get them back into the mix here.
Yeah, absolutely, Jay. Exactly the same thing I was thinking. The 16 could be an absolute thorn in the side for the 3 or the 29, or both, as they come off of turn 4, as the 16 racing down the leaders to try to get one lap back here tonight at Dover. We're on just completed lap 130 on 131 now. 70 laps to go here around Dover, and Chris Stange still your leader, as he has led almost every lap here in the second half, and continuing on with his great run. Off of turn 4 now, the 16 inching closer to the rear bumper of the 3.
Yeah, as you see, Jordan Hand and Stange both using this inside line. Stange was working that outside line earlier. He's kind of abandoned that. Now he's just working this inside line. Hand searching the track a little bit there. Maybe gaining a little ground down the backstretch. Here comes Jordan Hand. He's going to take it to the bottom. Stange must have heard me. He takes it back to the outside. He's working the outside line now. Off of turn 4, Jordan Hand still trying to find a way around Stange.
Now down into turn 1. Last time by, Jordan Hand was exactly a 10th quicker than Chris Stange. As you can now see, Chris Stange was probably using a little bit of a different strategy through turns 1 and 2. That's why Jordan Hand was able to get to his rear bumper. As you can see, the 29 going way high through 3 and 4 now, and apexing it down at the exit to get that run down the front straightaway. But Jordan Hand has made up some more time here as they cross the start-finish line. Chris Stange was just a little bit quicker than the 3 truck last time by, as we go to your closest battle on track here. Dylan Carrier to the inside of Nathan Williams off of turn 2.
Yeah, side-by-side battle here for P4. Here comes Carrier to the inside of Williams. He's going to send it in there. Williams going to hang it on his door. Here, still side-by-side here off of turn 4. Oh, this is going to get tight. Oh, my goodness. Williams got some wall. Carrier sideways. Still side-by-side down here to turn 1. These guys are digging.
Now through turns 1 and 2, the 13, oh, they're making contact off of turn 2, the 13's in the wall! The 54 has to lift, and the 13 drops like a rock all the way back here now to P10. Unbelievable, he was having such a great night. A little bit of contact there by other cars, drops him all the way back down to P10. Dylan Carrier all the way back down to P6. Landon Burbridge finding himself in P5, and Jordan Kreider up to P4. Unbelievable sequence of events here off of turn 2.
Yeah, Jordan Kreider handed a gift, gains 2 spots up to a P4 position, as now Burbridge is trying to work over this inside line, but here comes Carrier. No quitting this man here tonight. No quitting his personality. Here he is digging, hurt wrist and all, still fighting up here at the front of the field. Connolly's now looking around. He's going way up to the outside, trying to rip the boards on corner entry there. Off of turn 2, these guys continue to run nose to tail, digging.
Now into turn 3, the 2 car of Landon Burbridge not being able to do much now with the rear bumper of the 69 of Jordan Kreider, as there's a huge gap in between himself and P3 of Brian Underwood as they go into turn 1. The 2 truck Landon Burbridge just chilling out a little bit behind the 69 as they come off of turn 2 now. Ooh, look at this. Side by side for the lead now through 3 and 4.
Jordan Hand to the inside, Stange working the outside. We're still side-by-side, tied off of 4. Oh, my goodness. They're still side-by-side. You got your top 3 in here mixing it up. Here comes Underwood back underneath Wood. He's going to make that move, get himself in a sole 3-3, but Stange hangs on the door of Jordan Hand. Off of turn 2, Hand makes the pass. Hand up to the lead of the race now, but here comes Underwood.
Underwood to the inside of the 29, trying to make something happen here to get himself up into P2, as Wood now lurking in the background. The 29 still to the outside. The 77 is going to shoot it real deep here into turn 1. Oh, he cuts his nose off. Chris Stange making the defensive move into turn 1. It's going to prove to work for him. Now off of into turn 2. Can he put the block on the 77 into turn 3?
Here comes Underwood. Where does he take the run? He's going to go to the outside. This was probably a really good move here. His stage wants to use this inside line. Here comes Underwood getting a massive run here off of turn 4. Can he use this run? He's going to shoot to the inside of stage. Side by side for P2. Here comes Underwood using this inside line. Stage still working the outside line. This could get tight here off of turn 2. As it looks like Stage is going to hold that position down the back.
That outside lane working really good for Chris Stange through turns 1 and 2, as now Brian Underwood is back down into P3. Matthew Wood being very respectful of the battling happening in front of him, backing off there so those guys can do what they need to do to try to grab that track position. It's now Brian Underwood catching back to the rear bumper of Chris Stange off of turn 2, but Chris Stange grabbing that run down the back straightaway. A great run by these top 3 cars so far as Chris Stange now using the outside lane once again off of turn 4, gonna apex it down and get the run down the front straightaway. But Brian Underwood's there. He might be looking to the inside in turn 1.
Yeah, here comes Underwood back to the outside. Matthew Wood, like you said, showing a lot of respect to your race leaders, not really getting involved too much with these boys. Stange hold on to that P2 spot, but Jordan Hand, he is pulling a little bit of a gap here to Stange and Underwood. Underwood still working this outside line. Unbelievable what these guys have been able to do. We do got to, I think it's Michael McDonald. I was just about to mention how good he was running, and here he is involved in a wreck. I was going to say he was matching lap times with your race leader flying through these boys.
Wow. All right, let's go back and look at this yellow flag and see what happened here. Looks like going into turn 3 now. We'll rewind it just a little bit, as a story can always be told if you rewind it just a little bit off of turn 2 here. Oh, the 00 trying to make a pass, grabs outside wall, grabs contact with the 15. The 00, Matthew Leiter, huge outside wall contact there. And there goes the front end of that thing. Let's go back and just real quick see what happened here with the 00 after a little bit of contact with the 15. Gets real, oh, grabs lots of contact with the 54. Then to the outside wall he goes.
Significant contact. I don't think Leiter has another quick repair on deck with this truck either, so this could be pretty detrimental to the end of his race. Mike McDonald, we know we say to his troubles, but the leaders are down pit road for potentially the final pit stop of the race. Let's see who wins this race off pit road. This could be a race-winning move here, the money stop.
Absolutely, 56 laps to go here around Dover. Jordan Hand leading this race so far. Let's see if he can win the race off of pit road. As you can see, Chris Stange dropping the jack, not being able to pass him on pit road. Brian Underwood coming out P3. Jordan Kreider P4. Landon Burbridge P5. William Connolly P6. Dylan Carrier P7. Josh Kreider, Farrell Robbins. Nathan Williams finding himself back in 10th place. Having a great run so far tonight, but being caught up in a little bits of door action there. Finding himself in P10. With the rocket ship that he has tonight, maybe he can find himself back up to the front. Going back up to the front here, Jordan Hand leading this race. The 16 of Matthew Wood is now going to get a lap back here since he was in front of the leaders. And we'll see him get his wave around once the lights go off on the pace vehicle. So right now we see a little bit of a change. Jordan Hand leading this race. Chris Stange right behind him. Chris Stange did lead the last restart and did a very good job. A lot of speed on the short run for the 29. Maybe we can see that 29 make the pass for the lead once again, as he's going to start right next to Jordan Hand on this restart. It's going to be interesting what the 29 can do on the restart here, as we're getting closer to lap 200. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. It's time to make some moves. Get yourself back up to the front.
Yeah, this can be interesting. Looks like Matthew Wood's going to get one of his laps back here. Be 4 laps down now. But Jordan Hand wins the race off pit road. Him and Stange and Underwood have been up in the top 5 all race long, minus a little bit of strategy calls. But these guys are going to be putting on one well of a battle as we're closing in here. We're going to be just about 50 to go and we get the green flag here. Unbelievable. Jordan Kreider finds himself up to a P4 position. Unbelievable there. What a story that guy has had so far in this race. And then Burbage, Connolly, Dylan Carrier, Kreider, Robbins, and Williams back in the mix there in P10.
A lot of happenings happening right now here at Dover. As you can see, the 16 getting his lap back. The lights are off on the pace vehicle. We are going green flag racing this time by. And we'll see the 3 truck of Jordan Hand restarting this race. Control to the 3 truck off of turn 4. Jay, what a great race we've seen so far. Lots of strategies, but at the end here, now it seems to be everybody's on the same strategy. It might be a little bit of a heads-up battle for Brunt Speed here at the end.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Do we see any more yellows? Do we see this run go to the end of this race? I believe everybody's made their final pit stop. I couldn't imagine pitting again from this far back in the end of this race. But here we go. Stange v. Hand. Hand's going to take this outside line on this restart. We'll see how this works out for him.
Absolutely. Now going into turn 3 again, we're going to watch that pace car come off of the racing surface, control to the 3 truck of Jordan Hand as we inch a little bit closer to the restart zone. These guys gearing up to go green flag racing once again here off at turn 4. And the green flag is out in the air. The 3 truck trying to get a good jump here. He does over Chris Stange now going into turn 1. Chris Stange going to go side by side with Jordan Kreider as the 29 does take over that P2 position. Now off at turn 2. Jordan Kreider on that outside lane. He's going to get a little bit of a run here to the outside of the 29. He's going to have to give way. Chris Stange though holding on to P2 into turn 3.
Yeah, Jordan really working this outside line. He's going to get a great run here off of turn 4. Oh, so close to the wall. He holds on to it. But here he is side by side with Stange now. Unbelievable. The 69 truck. He is making some moves with the speed of this race truck. Still side by side here off of turn 2. There's a little bit of drag race down the back.
Now down into turn 3, Chris Stange going to dive it real deep for P2, and he's not going to make any ground of it. This 69 on the outside, he's going to get a little bit of a run here. If he doesn't hit the wall, he doesn't. Look at the run he gets. Here comes William Connolly now for P3. Chris Stange holding back here all the way back down to P4 with Brian Underwood behind him, as now we've got Josh Kreider and Nathan Williams back here as well. Here comes Brian Underwood to the inside of the 29.
Yeah, Stange really fading here on this restart, losing multiple positions. Here comes Josh Kreider now to the inside of Stange. Here we go. This is a battle for P5. Oh, let's look into the inside. Did not go to the inside. But here comes Williams. Williams with a massive run here. Stange trying to get back to the inside of Underwood. Wow, this could be a big here off of turn 2.
Down the back straightaway now, a drag race here going into turn 3. The 29 diving it real deep on Josh Kreider through 3 and 4. Off at turn 4 now, the 5 truck's going to make a comeback on the outside, almost making contact with the 29, real loose there, but down into turn 1, we're still side by side for the P5 position. The 29 holding on strong though, off at turn 2. Oh, he gets turned!
Oh, he
down the
turned
back
it!
straight away. The 29's around, big damage.
Oh no, Stange had such a great run going on. Here he is, major damage here at the front of, or during this incident on the right front side of that race truck. Oh, that's big broke. He can't even get that thing to turn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There he goes. 29 back on track with some huge damage here. Josh Kreider grabbing a lot of right front damage there. As you can see, the fender is gone on that thing. Let's go back and look at this yellow flag with the incident between the 5 and the 29 off of turn 2. Let's see if we can get a good view here. We'll rewind it just a little bit more and go into a little bit of slow-mo happening here. So 29 comes off of turn 2. Just not a lot of room to be had. Look, again, classic Dover. Classic Dover. 29 gets into the 5 here, coming down the back straightaway. And the 29 really gets the worst of it here as he goes spinning. A lot of right front damage for the 5 truck as he continues on in P6 position. We go back live here. Josh Kreider coming down the front straightaway with that right front damage, electing not to pit as Benjamin Romano grabs a little bit of wall there. He must have missed it. A good friend of his. As we're going down into turn 1. Look, Jay, that's a big difference now from what we've seen from Chris Stange. He's got a lot of work in front of him to get back to the front.
Yeah, he does. That truck is really hurt. We'll see if he has another quick repair. I believe he does. Yeah, there it is. There he pulls out the backup truck. I think Romano there was getting the free pass there. So I think he's going to be back on the lead lap. So that played in favor for him. But now, if we get another 4 more cautions, look who else will be back on the lead lap. This race has been wild so far. You never know what could happen. Unbelievable turn of events here towards the end of this race. We got what, 47 laps to go, maybe about 45, 44 to go, and we go green. A lot can still happen here.
Yes, absolutely. A lot can happen. Matthew Wood finding himself 4 laps down at the moment. He's coming through 3 and 4. He's going to take this opportunity to come down pit road, maybe put a little bit of fresh rubbers on that thing. Come back out, get a little bit of speed off of it. It's Jordan Hand now leading this race. Jordan Kreider in P2 and William Connolly P3. Brian Underwood P4 and Nathan Williams rounding out your top 5 right now. Look, we talked about how Nathan Williams had a very fast truck, and he's taking advantage of it. He's back to the top 5 position after little bits of bad luck there off of turn 2 being one of the causes of the caution, of one of the cautions. But finding himself back into the top 5, what a great run by him so far.
Yeah, what a great job he's done so far in this race. I was just looking at the scoring board there, Tom. 2nd through 10th. All guys who have not won a race yet this year. I mean, we might see a new winner here at Dover. This is unbelievable. Jordan Hand, your race leader, the only one with a victory so far this season. We can see somebody lock themselves in the playoffs here tonight at Dover. Connolly been super fast. Jordan Kreider on that last restart. I mean, unbelievable what job he did there on the outside. Underwood been mighty fast all season long, being in position. And then Williams, like you mentioned. Wow, what a rocket ship he's got tonight, working his way through the field methodically here after getting set back on that last green flag run. Here he is in a P5 position. Let's see what he can do on this restart.
Yes, absolutely. A great metric to bring up, Jay. A lot of people up front here have not won a race. Jordan Hand being one of the outliers. But still, I mean, good Lord, there's a lot of people up front right now who haven't won a race who can lock themselves into the playoffs. That's a big deal here for the PSCRL Truck Series as lights go off on the Pace vehicle. We're going green flag racing once again here at Dover under our 10th caution at the moment. 156 laps, or 155, going to be 156 laps complete. Green flag on 157. Jay, what do we look for here on this restart?
Execution. Execution is key here. Get the best restart you can get, and then see if you can check out from these boys. I mean, that's been the story of the night. If you can get a good restart here, you get the lead, you can kind of control it. Jordan Hand, he's in that position now. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yes, absolutely. Execution. Remember, these tires got a little bit of wear on them. That restart's going to get a little tricky here for some of these drivers. Keeping the truck straight is what you need to do in order to stay up front, maybe get up front. So now we see the pace car come off of the racing surface, inching closer to the restart zone. It's going to be Jordan Kreider and Jordan Hand on the front row. As now they get to it. Green flag out in the air. The 69, the 3 truck, they all stay straight here as the 3 truck gets another phenomenal restart going down into turn 1. Brian Underwood to the outside of the 69 of Jordan Kreider. He's going to try to make something happen here off of turn 2. He does. Look at the run. He gets down the back straightaway. Brian Underwood up to P2 as Jordan Kreider falls down to P3 and is coming under attack by multiple trucks now. Nathan Williams, William Connolly off of turn 4. Here they come.
Oh, that got really tight there. Looks like now Jordan Kreider and P3 defending from Connolly. Connolly trying to make this inside line work. Williams is hounding him from behind. All 5 of these guys fighting for the bottom. Your top 5 is now Kreider still sitting there in P3. Connolly, does he take it to the outside? Does anybody do anything different? He does take it to the outside, but here comes Williams. He's going to put his nose to the inside of Connolly.
Off of turn 4, it's not going to be much. Here comes the 25. Is he going to do anything? No, he pushes the 69. Down into turn 1 now. He's going to take that outside line, that way outside line. Try to get a run down the back straightaway once again. Here he comes. Is he going to make a run for it? It does not look like it. Now down into turn 3. He's going to take that outside lane once again and try to get a run off at turn 4, but still leading this race, Jordan Hand.
Yes, now looks like Carrier's up to the outside. I believe that's Burbridge back there, side-by-side action. As here comes Williams, also looking to the inside of Connolly. All kinds of action here. There's Matthew Wood. Where did he come from? He's still trying to fight to get his laps back. He's going to go 3 wide here down the back. Does this work? Oh, my goodness, Matthew Wood. Oh, the bravery there. The absolute stones on that man to make that move there in turn 3.
And he makes it stick as now he's looking to the inside of Nathan Williams. As he's a couple laps down, trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Nathan Williams smartly just lets him by now off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. The 25 now is going to have to deal with a little bit of the 16 truck going into turn 3. Look how much ground that 16 makes up on the inside as the 25 basically just lets him go. Coming down the front straightaway now, a little bit of a drag race between these two trucks into turn 1. Now as William Connolly is licking his chops for that 69th position off of turn 2 now. Not going to be able to do anything with it. But look at this, Matthew Wood now up into your top 3, trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, he's to the outside of Underwood here. Oh my goodness, these fresh tires. He's looking like Superman. Not just Iron Man, he's both. Here he comes to the outside of Underwood, still trying to get his laps back. Hand a little defensive there, but here comes Matthew Wood. He's going to get one of his laps back the old-fashioned way, side by side with your race leader. This is huge. This might not be what John, or the 3 of Hand wants here. As there it is, Matthew Wood gets his lap back. His Hand's going to hold the lead here. Underwood maybe running and back down here off of 4.
Now coming down the front straightaway, Matthew Wood getting his lap back the old-fashioned way. And now in the prime position for the Lucky Dog. He can get 2 laps back this go-around if a caution comes out. As Jordan Hand still leading this race, everybody seems to go single file. Brian Underwood not being able to do much now going into turn 3. William Connolly and Jordan Kreider now side by side through 3 and 4 off of turn 4. The 25 holds on to that. Oh, big contact with the outside wall. Here comes the 69 to the inside. No, he's not going to do anything with it, but Nathan Williams might as he looks to the inside of the 69 now through turns 1 and 2.
Oh my goodness, that was some big contact there by Connolly. Kreider did not make the move though. Here comes Williams. He's still trying to find this inside line and make it work. As Connolly and Kreider go to the outside line, here comes Williams side by side with Kreider here off the corner. Oh, it's gonna get real tight. Here comes Williams still trying to work this inside line. Where did Stage come from? Holy cow! Here comes Chris Stage to the inside of Burbage.
Wow, Chris Stage trying to get back up to the front now. Currently P7. Pushing with everything he's got to try to get that position back of which he had up front as the 69 looks to the inside of William Connolly now off of turn 4. The 25 might have a little bit. Oh, he's making more wall contact. The 69's going to go around the 25 now down into turn 1. Nathan Williams trying to make that pass as well now, but still side by side for that P4 position off of turn 2 now and down the back straightaway. Looks like the 13's going to get a little bit of help by the 2 truck. Chris Stage to the outside as they're trying to hold on to their positions as well. Off of turn 4 now, we might have a little bit of a battle for the lead here as Brian Underwood is looking to the outside of the 3 truck. Not going to make anything happen. Nathan Williams, though, to the inside of Connolly. Almost 3 wide there going into turn 1.
Yeah, that was Farrell down there on the apron, but here we are to the inside. Williams still trying to get by Connolly, trying to follow Kreider through that made the pass a couple laps ago. Here's Stage working the outside line. Oh my goodness, we got like 6 cars under a blanket here. This could get tight here off of 4. Stage still on the outside, close to the wall. Here comes Williams still working this inside line. Can he make this pass? Can Stage make the pass? As they're all stuck up right here behind Connolly. Oh, maybe contact between Williams and Stage there.
Coming down the back straightaway now, Williams does complete the pass on the 29, shuts the door down into turn 3, as now we're seeing a whole bunch of different lines through 3 and 4. The 13 running in the tracks of the 25, as Chris Stage losing some positions now and dropping to the back. Currently P8 at the moment, as these guys continue on through turns 1 and 2. Landon Burbage trying to get his nose in there and try to get his position up. As Chris Stage now going side by side with Farrell Robbins down into turn 3.
Yes, Staines losing some time up there on the outside, has to go back to the inside, try to get back by Farrell. Oh, he gets a little tight there off of 4. Not gonna be able to stay side by side, losing some time here. Here comes Carrier to the outside, but Williams makes the move on Connolly. He finally gets by Connolly up to P4 for Williams, and Burbage is gonna follow him through. Burbage up to a P5 position.
What a great run so far by the 13. He makes that pass, and he finds himself in P4 plus 17 positions since the start of this race. Unbelievable what he has been able to do here tonight. tonight as I just give him the announcer's jinx. A huge contact with the outside wall. Here comes Landon Burbridge to the inside. I shouldn't have said anything. Off of turn 2 now. Landon Burbridge going to take that position away. He's still in the top 5 though, trying to hold on.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Williams. The announcer's jinx bites once again, but here comes Farrell Robbins to the inside of Connolly now. Farrell Robbins looking for a P5 position here. Excuse me, P6 position. Oh, his carrier's in the wall. Everybody's fanning out across the front stretch. Farrell Robbins still working the inside underneath Connolly. Still side by side here off of turn 2.
Off of turn 2 now, side by side, coming down the back straightaway, but the forward relents. Lets the 25 on through, down into turn 3 now. He's going to try to go back to the inside of the 25. Not going to be able to do much of it, though. Off of turn 4 now. Don't hit the wall there as everybody gets real close there, but going into turn 1 now, Farrell Robbins holding on to that P7 position. This is your closest battle on track. Just kidding. This is Dylan Carrier and Benjamin Romano now coming down the back straightaway.
Yeah, side-by-side carrier still working that outside line. Romano trying to make this inside line work. He sends it in here into turn 3. He's going to get real close here to the inside of the 54th carrier off the corner. Oh, they make it off the corner just fine. Kreider a little sideways there off the floor. Oh, Romano wanted to get in behind carrier. Oh, contact maybe. Oh my goodness, that was close. Here comes Romano.
To the inside, try to make something happen here. Can't. We got a little bit of a battle here between Farrell and William Connolly now as they go through turns 3 and 4. Chris Stange to the outside, trying to make something happen here off of turn 4. Don't hit the wall. Oh, the 25 hits the wall. The 5, the 54, they all hit the wall off of turn 4. Going into turn 1 now. They're going to look to take it 3 wide. Not going to happen here as the 29 goes on the outside of the 4. Off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Chris Stange back up to P7.
Yeah, Chris Stange fighting back. He's not giving up just yet. He's going to the inside of Connolly now. We got 24 laps to go at the line for this race to be official. As now looks like Stange is still trying to seek the back of the Connolly vehicle. He's going to take it to the inside. Connolly loves this outside line. He's been so defensive up here, holding on to that P6 position, but Stange is there now. Off of turn 2, a little bit of drag race.
And Chris Stange not going to be able to do much with it as he goes to the outside of the 25 through 3 and 4. Not going to make it happen as the 4 truck of Farrell Robbins now closes that gap between everybody. William Connolly into the wall there. The 29 to the inside into turn 1. He's going to make that happen. Up to P6 now for Chris Stange as he now sets his sights on Nathan Williams way far out in front of him, as these guys are just putting it all out on the track at the moment. Josh Kreider all the way back here now to P13, losing out a lot with that right front damage off of turn 4, now losing a position to Jonathan Gaston as these guys are just continuing to duke it out. William Connolly now coming under attack by Farrell Robbins through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn 2 now, these guys still side by side. Down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Connolly still working this outside line, still fighting off everybody behind, but here comes Farrell, sent it in there. He's going to be side by side here off of turn 4. Can he keep it side by side? Stay on that corner panel there of the 25 truck. As here comes Carrier trying to follow the Connolly up there on the outside. Farrell's still working this inside line over. Connolly still working the outside line over. Here we go. This can get tighter off of turn 2. Farrell's still digging.
Farrell's making a great run here tonight at Dover, trying to get as many positions as he can, as now he's coming under pressure by Dylan Carrier and Benjamin Romano now. Off of turn 4, William Connolly to the outside, very close to the wall, does not make wall contact, as Farrell Robbins giving him plenty of room off of turn 4, but still side by side for that P7 position as these guys continue to duke it out. Off of turn 2, we're looking at just about 20 laps to go here at Dover, and Farrell trying to capitalize on all the positions he can.
Oh, is they're all just digging hard right now. We got 5 of them under a blanket. Farrell's still working the inside. Connolly's still on the outside. Oh, Carrier almost grabbed some wall there off of 4. Romano's to the inside behind Farrell Robbins now. Can he make something happen? Behringer, I believe that is, behind him as well. The 19 truck. All these guys right under a blanket. It looks like Connolly's going to finally clear Farrell. But here comes Carrier on the outside. He's going to go side by side here into turn 3 with Farrell Robbins.
Side by side now, the 4 and the 54 through 3 and 4 as they continue to try to get back up to the rear. Oh, the 25's huge in the wall. The 71 huge in the wall. Coming down the front straightaway, and they're not going to make up a lot of time. Unbelievable down into turn 1. The 4 and the 54 sort out their issues. The 54 back up to P8, and Farrell back down to P9. 18 laps to go here around Dover.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wall off of turn 4 still intact with that many times the 25 has found it here. He's going to try and drive it off the corner again. Here comes the carrier down to the inside of Connolly now. This is great side-by-side action. It's now Farrell Robbins. It was peeking maybe 3 wide there for a second, but here comes Carrier to the inside of Connolly. This can get tight. Oh, Carrier sideways. Where does he take it back to the inside here into 3? He does not. As here comes Farrell Robbins back to the inside.
Going back up to the front here, Jordan Kreider now coming under attack by Landon Burbridge. This is for P3. Landon Burbridge to the inside of the 69 through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn 2 now, we're going to have a drag race down the back straightaway and down into turn 3. Landon Burbridge trying to hold on, or excuse me, Jordan Kreider trying to hold on to for all he can for that P3 position, but Landon Burbridge off of turn 4. Oh, the 69, huge contact with the outside wall. Landon Burbridge up to P3.
Yeah, up to a podium position here with 15 laps to go. Great drive here by Burbridge. Up to the P3 position. Kreider back to P4. Williams lurking in the background. Can he make something happen over these next few laps? Stange is also back there in P6. These guys are still continuing on here. We got 15 laps to go at Dover.
Chris Stange, Nathan Williams pulling the same lap times right now. Jordan Kreider, a huge deficit on the lap times at the moment. Almost 0.5 of a second of a lap time difference between himself and Nathan Williams. Nathan Williams on an absolute roll right now as we go back to William Connolly, who is getting now overtaken by the 54, coming down the back straightaway now. This 25 car, hard to pass tonight here at Dover as the 54 now comes back in line through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, Connolly, a little defensive there in 3 and 4. Going to drive it off of 4, not make wall contact this time. As now we're still side by side. Farrell Robbins to the inside of the 54. Here he's going to clear the 54 carrier. Farrell back up to P7 behind Connolly. As these guys are all going to single file out off of turn 2. Here comes Carrier back to the inside of Farrell Robbins now. They're going to go side by side into turn 3. Still digging. There's Carrier on the inside. Still working this inside line over off of turn 4. Can he clear him? No.
Now down to the inside, Nathan Williams on Jordan Kreider. He's going to make that pass very easily. Nathan Williams going to find himself up to the P4. The crossover! The 69 trying to make something happen on the inside. No, not going to make it happen. Nathan Williams finding himself +1 now. Let's see if he can run down Landon Burbridge as he comes off of turn 4. Last time by, Landon Burbridge pulled a 25.44, 4.6. But Nathan Williams at 25.69, so a little bit slower than Landon Burbridge. He was battling it out with Jordan Kreider. As we'll go back to this battle now. Oh, almost a little bit of contact there between Farrell Robbins and Dylan Carrier. Off of turn 2 now, everybody goes single file.
Yeah, these guys continue to battle here as we got the Dega boys 10 to go here in the Dover 200 as Farrell still working this inside line underneath Carrier, still trying to make it happen. Oh, Carrier! Oh, he's going to hang on to that thing. I thought he was going to lose it. He was dang near sideways off of 4. Here comes Farrell still trying to work this inside line over. And Behringer, where did he come from? He's up here behind Farrell Robbins now. These guys are all duking it out here for this P6 position. Connolly currently holds it. As now Behringer's to the inside of Farrell.
Behringer side by side with Farrell now for that P9 position. He takes it. Here comes Farrell though. He's going to look back to the inside. Very close there. Almost contact. Going into turn 1. Almost contact again. Farrell Robbins to the inside of the 19 now through turns 1 and 2. Let's see if he can take it. He does. But the 19 with the crossover move once again. Down the back straightaway. Drag racing. No. Looks like the 19 cannot get back to the inside of the 4. Down the back straightaway. But we're side by side once again off of turn 4.
Oh, get real tight there. Oh, a couple wall contacts there. Farrell hangs on to it. He's going to take it back to the inside of Carrier. He's going to try and make it happen. These guys have been battling so hard. Where did Dudley come from? Holy cow. Shoots it underneath the inside of Gaston. He's digging late in this race, trying to charge up for some positions. As now you see Behringer to the inside of Williams. Oh, what? Dudley makes contact. Bumper business there. Behringer, big contact. Oh, it's going to get tighter off a 4. Oh, my goodness. Still side by side.
Wow, so close there now going into turn 1. The 18 has fresh tires, it looks like. Now coming off of turn 2. The 19 to the inside of the 4. Drag racing it down the back straightaway and down into turn 3. These guys have been duking it out here side by side for a minute now. As the 18 looking like he might have a little bit of an advantage off of turn 4. With all the 72. Oh, they're turned! The 19's in the wall! The 72's in it! The 4's in it! This changes everything! 6 laps to go here. at Dover, and the caution comes out. Unbelievable.
Oh, man, those guys are racing extremely hard there for these positions late in this race. It's going to bring out the yellow. We're going to be setting up for one of these overdrive finishes here in the PSARL trucks. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not what Jordan Hand wanted to see. He was selling off for a victory here.
Absolutely. One of our classic overdrive finishes here with the PSCRL Truck Series, as we find a caution here with just at the end of this race. We'll go back to the race broadcast and look at this race and look at this.
There. Wow.
Okay, so let's go. Well, actually, let's look at this real quick. Look, we've got some drivers down pit road. Jordan Hand down pit road. Nathan Williams, Chris Stange, Landon Burbage, William Connolly, Dylan Carrier, Jonathan Gaston. Basically, everybody is coming down pit road except for Brian Underwood and Jordan Kreider. This could spell trouble for these two guys. Look, everybody's going to get fresh tires here. Let's see what Jordan does. Right sides are up. Let's see if he takes lefts here. This would be a perfect opportune time for somebody to take 2 tires. Farrell Robbins, maybe? No, he's a lap down. I apologize. Jonathan Gaston, maybe 2 tires here? Look at that! Jonathan Gaston now finds himself P3.
Wow, that's going to change everything. We got guys on old tires, 2 tires, and now 4 tires. Unbelievable. Unbelievable turn of events here. Burbage not getting a very good pit stop, loses a couple positions there as well. Back to P8. Unbelievable as Stange and Williams both get by during this pit sequence. Wow, what are we in store here for tonight with this overdrive finish?
Right, real quick, let's go back and look at this yellow flag and see what happened between these guys as they were coming off of turn 4. The 19 to the inside of the 4 truck as they come off of turn 4, excuse me. The 4 truck gets real loose there. Clips the 19, the 72 getting a little bit involved there. Looks like the 72 brought out his backup car for the last caution there. There goes the pace car. As now Jonathan Gaston finds himself in P3 with a supposed 2-lap or 2-tire pit call right there. Look, this could mean everything for this 72 truck.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting here with the 72 truck on 2 tires. This restart is going to be the game changer. Who can get through traffic the best here? You got to imagine the 7769 pretty much sitting ducks here on these old tires. Can they make it happen? The gamble of a lifetime here. It'll be interesting to see if Underwood takes the outside or the bottom lane here on this restart. We've seen the outside be so dominant. Unbelievable. I don't know what to think here, Tom. This is going to get wild.
So let's pull up our pit strategy real quick here. Lights are still on the pace car, so we're allowed to do this. 53 laps on the tires that Brian Underwood and Jordan Kreider are on. Gaston took 2 tires. Jordan Hand, everybody else taking tires on that last one. So 53 lap old tires these guys are going to have to deal with here on this restart. Look, and like what we said, Jay, throughout the whole race, the restarts are very tricky if you've got old tires, because as soon as you put the power down, you're getting sideways. All these guys behind them, maybe with the exception of Jonathan Gaston, they're going to have to, or they might have to check up with the, maybe a little bit of spinning of tires going on with these front 2 guys. It's going to get interesting for sure as we see lights out on the pace vehicle. We're going green flag racing to hopefully decide the end of this race. But Jay, this is insane.
Yeah, everybody at home, we've seen a fantastic race. It's all coming down to one of these classic Dega Boys overdrive finishes here in the PSCRL Truck Series. We got old tires in the front. We got 2 tires up here. We got new 4 tires. Mr. Feelgoods on these things. We're going to have Underwood and Kreider leading the field to green and a 2-lap dash to the checkers.
Oh, boy. It's about to get good here, ladies and gentlemen. As we see the pace truck or pace vehicle go through turns 3 and 4. We're going to see him come off the racing surface. Brian Underwood going to be in control of this restart. He's to the inside. The 69 is on the outside. They're going to play a little bit of games here as they go through 3 and 4, trying to keep the 69 high here And into the restart zone they go. The green flag's out in the air, and the 77 gets a great jump. Oh, the 69, he's sideways. They're piling up in the back. Another big one happening back here. Chris Stage is around. Everybody piles in.
You called it, Tom. Those old tires on these restarts not being able to get the power down. Looks like that's what we saw there out of the 69. Unfortunate for all these guys behind him.
All right. Let's go back and look at that. Yellow flag. Let's see. Where is Jordan Kreider? Right here. Look, you can see as soon as he grabs a little bit of throttle here, get him real sideways. And into the wall. Nowhere for the 3 to go. Nowhere for the 29 to go. 3 makes it through. The 29 doesn't with a little help from the 71 there. You see everybody else pile up into it. So, that's how the cookie crumbles right there. As you see, the 69's a little broke on the left front there.
I like
But-
what Matthew Wood did there on that restart. He just stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
He just stopped right there on the apron. That was pretty crazy.
But, as you can see, Chris Stange back down to the P14 position. Now, Brian Underwood. Wow, look at this. Nathan Williams is P3. Jonathan Gaston, P2. This could mean everything for Nathan Williams. He's the first car with a 4-tire strategy underneath him. And holy cow, this could be it for him.
Yeah, we saw Underwood take the inside line on that last restart. Now he's going to be back probably on the inside line. But Gaston on the outside with those 2 tires. Williams, he could be sitting in the catbird seat here. If he could get a great restart behind Underwood, he's got the tire advantage. 4 tires versus old tires. Wow. Could we see Nathan Williams find himself in victory lane here tonight? Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable turn of events. This race has just been absolutely wild.
With that said, we're going to be going into another overdrive finish here tonight. As we see the 12th caution here at Dover with the PSCRL Truck Series. As we go back to the race broadcast here. The 77 of Underwood leading this pack. Jonathan Gaston in P2. Nathan Williams in P3. Again, the 77's, all he's got to do is really keep that truck straight on the restart. TW in the chat. Let's go, Nathan. TP Gaming, it's about to get spicy. And a big ol' oof there as well. Yep, that'll happen here at Dover. Keeping them cars straight on a restart with old tires is actually pretty difficult to do. We still got lights on the pace vehicle. Everybody starts to stack up here. But, man, we were just talking about Nathan. Nathan, phenomenal job here tonight. See if he can capitalize. Jonathan Gaston as well. Taking 2 tires there, finding himself up front. What a great run he's had.
Yeah, absolutely. Gaston wins the season opener at Talladega. Found himself, I believe, a podium finisher at Vegas. Trying to find himself back up to the front of the field. Maybe win another race. Give him some more points heading into the playoffs. This could be a big moment here for Gaston as well. Still have the lights on. Maybe we'll get him off this time to go green. We'll see. We'll see. But this race has been just absolutely crazy. Oh, man. What a wonderful race here with the PSCRL Truck Series. Racing boys, as they are just putting it on the line here tonight, trying to get this dub.
And to a point that you brought up earlier, Jay, Brian Underwood still hasn't won a race either. So we're looking at a very high chance of a new winner here tonight. Jordan Hand being the only one in the top 10 at the moment to win a race. So a high chance for a new winner tonight. It could be anybody. We got lots of action about to happen on track as we cross the start-finish line. We may see the lights out on the pace vehicle. We do. That means we're going green flag racing. This time by Brian Underwood, the leader of this race. And we're going to see a green, white, checkered here at Dover.
Yeah, as the Fox broadcast would say, we're going to re-rack them and try it again here at Dover. As we got the old 77 of Underwood on the inside, Gaston on the outside for this restart. Some mighty fast race cars behind on some fresh tires. It's Williams in Hand right there in the second row. This is going to be wild. A race victory on the line. A playoff berth potentially for a guy that has not won yet this season. Everybody get ready, bit buckled in. We're in for another one of these fantastic overdrive finishes here at Dover in the PSCRL Truck Series.
And with that pump-up speech, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go to commercial break. I'm just kidding. We're not Fox. All right, so through 3 and 4 now, the Pace vehicle is going to come off the racing surface, and the 77 is going to get into control here. We're going to inch closer to the restart zone as Brian Underwood controls this race. The green flag out in the air, and he's going to keep that truck straight. Looks like the 72 is not going to get that good of a jump. Here comes Nathan Williams to the inside with new tires. He takes over the lead of this race. 2 laps to go here at Dover. Look at him go with the lead off at turn 2. Nathan Williams in the 13, trying to make something happen here tonight. William Connolly up to P2. Here comes Jordan Hand with fresh tires too. Off at turn 2. The 13's gonna look at the white flag.
One more lap to go here at Dover. Williams leads the field. Unbelievable restart. Hand all over the rear bumper of Connolly. That's for P2. As it looks like Williams off of turn 2 keeps this thing straight. He's just got to navigate turns 3 and 4 flawlessly one last time. And he will be a winner. Here he goes off of turn 4. Nathan Williams is going to take the Dover 250. Unbelievable. He's in the playoffs.
Wow, what a run by Nathan Williams. Holy cow. Good Lord, got a big wreck behind him. William Connolly coming home P2. Jordan Hand in P3. What a run by Nathan Williams. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable ending to this race. I think the 5 of Joshua Kreider just got his NASA certification there at the end of that race into turn 1. That car went airborne. Lateral. Unbelievable. But Williams, he gets it done. Locks himself into the playoffs. Here he is. Championship contender now.
Wow, what an absolute run. Burn him down, that's right. Burn it till the motor melts. Here at Dover, a great race win by Nathan Williams. Wow, unbelievable what he was able to do tonight. Look at this.
Wow, I'm in awe.
He was plus 20. He started this race 21st and comes out and wins this race. Unbelievable what he was able to do. Holy cow.
I'm a loss of words here, Tom. What a finish that we just witnessed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All right, let's bring down some interviews here as we watch Jordan Hand now come around the racetrack, finishing P3 tonight. Let's bring him down. Jordan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Jordan, what a fantastic race you ran tonight. You found yourself leading this race a lot with a lot of speed out of that 3 truck, but at the end there, we saw a lot of bad luck. We saw the 69 get a little bit loose there on that restart. The 72 not getting a good restart on that last caution or last restart. And you rallying pretty well, though, to come back to P3, even with that current situation. But that had to be a little heartbreaking, nonetheless, even though you did finish P3.
Yeah, I definitely piss you off.
Well, during the race, we saw that 3 truck up front a lot. You had a lot of speed. You and Chris Stange were really battling a great race there towards the middle part of that race. How did you feel like your truck was tonight? Did you feel like you really could have, even if Matthew Wood was out there around the track with all of his struggles that he had tonight, did you feel like you could win this race coming right out of the gate?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Matthew had like the best short run speed once again, but I don't know, the fall off here is pretty quick, so I definitely think I had something for him. And with Chris, I mean, Chris was just burning his stuff up, so I was just staying behind him the entire time. I was playing games, to be completely honest with you. I would back off and then get a couple tenths behind him and then get right back on his bumper again just to mess with him. And I mean, he was getting closer and closer to the wall every time. He did it a couple times, so yeah, I felt great, to be honest with you. And then there at the end, pulling away from Brian, I mean, that solidifies it to me, pulling away from Matthew or Brian, to be honest with you. Them two are pretty much the best 2 in this league, so it's pretty heartbreaking, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, nonetheless, you still come out here, you finish P3, you get yourself some great points, some stage points as well. Definitely nothing to hang your head about. Look, you got another win, or you got a win. You're in the playoffs at the moment, and just building up some playoff points right now. So, congratulations on your P3. That's all I got for you. Jay, what do you got for Jordan here tonight?
Yes, Jordan, what a fantastic race. You really showed a lot of pace. You went on a show for us, man. What a race that you put together here tonight. I picked you at the top. I'm sorry if I cheeked you there. It seems like that's right here as of late. But nonetheless, great performance. Who do you have to thank for this performance?
Shout out to my wife, man. She's amazing. Shout out to family. Today we had my son's birthday party, so happy birthday to my son. Would love to bring win home for him and that'd be cool, but yeah. I appreciate you guys for all the broadcasts because they're amazing, and thanks to everybody. And I'm not shout out whoever caused the last caution.
Well, thanks for the kind words. Huge shout out to Jordan Hand's wife out here for letting him race, giving us some great on-track content. We truly appreciate you. And we appreciate you, Jordan, as well, for taking the time out of your day to come out here and race with the PSCRL guys. Thanks again for the kind words. Congratulations on your P3 finish for tonight. And Jordan, we hope to see you in the next one.
I appreciate you guys.
All right. That was your P3 finisher for tonight. Let's go ahead and bring up your P2 finisher for tonight. That is William Connolly. William, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How are y'all doing?
Oh, man. We're doing phenomenal. We're doing phenomenal. How about you with that P2 finish?
Oh, it feels good.
Yes.
I'm all over the place this race.
Well, lots of product of Dover, right? We saw you make that turn 4 wall your best friend pretty much all night long, and you were still able to drive the wheels off of that thing. What was it like, even with after all that contact you had, trying to drive that car around the track?
I kept it off it, but then near the end of the race, I smacked it once, and then it got super tight after it. And so I kept on going into the wall again and again after that. But it feels good, and plus the best thing about this track that I had this time is that I felt like I ran a good line compared to everyone else. They were all at the bottom, and I was able to keep them down there by riding the top, which felt very good. So yeah, I'm happy I came second.
Yes. Look, a long, dramatic night here at Dover, and you're coming out here and capitalizing on that P2 position. Jay and I were talking about it before the restart. There was only one person in the top 10 with a win, and everything was on the line to get that checker flag. Did you feel like you had anything for Nathan there at the end, with the little bit of a lead that he had?
I gave him such a good shove off of the restart. It just sent him so far ahead, which is good because it also opened up the lane for us to slide by Bry, you know who. So it allowed me to get there. I'm just glad for him. He deserves it. It can't have happened to a better guy for sure.
Absolutely. Well, look, congratulations on your P2 run tonight. That's all I got for you. Jay, do you have anything for William here?
Yeah, that race car was as fast as chrome here tonight. Unbelievable race you put together. Come home P2. Made the wall your friend a little bit there, but you still brought her home in one piece with a P2. Congratulations. Who do you have to thank for this performance?
Mom and Dad and the admins for running these races. They do a pretty good job. It was a little tense tonight since it was short track in Dover, but it was a good race. I felt like so.
Absolutely. Well, once again, congratulations on your P2 finish, and William, I'm sure we will, but we hope to see you in the next one.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was your P2 finisher for tonight. Let's go ahead and bring down your winner, Nathan Williams. Nathan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. How are you?
I'm just gonna try to keep this PG-13, baby. We gonna see what happens.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Nathan, you find yourself in an unbelievable position there at the end with fresh tires, people in front of you who only didn't take any tires. One person took 2 tires. You took advantage of that on the restart, and you never looked back. Holy cow, what was that last restart like?
Dude, it literally was the longest run of my entire life. It literally took so long. Heart was racing and pounding. I gotta say a big thanks to Conley, because I don't know if you guys saw it on the restart. You probably couldn't from the angle, but right there on that restart, Conley rear ends me right as Brian goes, and then Brian slipped up, and I just had the perfect amount of momentum just to dive in that corner, man. It was just great way things turned out.
Yeah, absolutely. White knuckled it around this track for the last couple of laps there. But Nathan, let's talk a little bit about your early race. A little bit of mishaps there, but tell us a little bit about what you were experiencing behind the wheel that got you into the position that you're in now.
First problem was qualifying. I did a horrible qualifying lap. Started 21st on the back row. It's horrible qualifying. And then just fighting through the field and stuff. A couple bumps and bangs there, and I was fine. But I did get into it with Dylan Carrier for a little bit there, slamming the wall, broke my stuff. He is racing with I don't know if it's fractured or sprained wrist. He's got a whole like little cast thing on. He's racing, so I tried my hardest not to get mad, but thankfully I did have a faster pair saved up for that.
And then coming through the field, all the cautions that were happening at the end of that race, it just seemed to fall in your favor. But what was going through your head there with all the cautions happening, the tires that you had left, the will to stay out front or to get to the front and win this race? What was that like?
Dude, it was stressful, man. I just felt like I had to go from the back to the front like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It was just, like everybody's talking about saving tires, like my team, they're talking about saving their tires, and I'm like, I don't have the time. I can't save tires. I need to go. So the whole entire race, my tires were just completely shredded, and I was just gambling the whole time. And luckily, I had one set of tires left to be able to get that last pit stop in.
Yes, absolutely. And look, you had such a great showing in the chat tonight. You had your sister, TW's there as well, all cheering you on, even through the lows of the race that you had, all the way to the highs. So huge shout out to them too for coming out, supporting their boy Nathan. But man, what a phenomenal run you had tonight. You come out here, you grab a little bit of luck, you get yourself some fresh tires there at the end, and you capitalize with a little bit of help from a friend there and William Connolly. Congratulations on your win tonight. That's all I got for Nathan here, Jay. Jay, what do you got for him?
Yes, Nathan. First question, what time is it over there, man?
Dude, it is 4:54 in the morning.
Oh man, so early morning celebration here for Nathan Williams. Congratulations on this win. Unbelievable race that you had tonight. I mean, wow, this is gonna go down as one of the greatest races we ever broadcast here on the Dega Boys Network. We're looking back at this in years and be like, how did he go from 21st to the win? Unbelievable. But who do you have to thank for this amazing performance?
Hey man, always thank Brian and Josh for putting on the show. Thank Dylan for being the new recruiter. Thanks to the incident report team. Thanks to the family for watching. It's my mom and sister. They're actually at like the St. Patty's Day race in Langley right now. They're just watching while they're there.
Heck yeah.
Hey man, thanks to St. Patty's, man. It's my day. It's my lucky day. Hey, thanks to you guys. You guys put on a great show, man. Literally during the cautions, I'd sit and like watch your guys' broadcasts of the cautions and stuff just to see what you guys were saying and stuff. Love it, man.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the kind words there. We truly appreciate it. Huge shout out to the family as well. Nathan Williams in the 13, getting it done here tonight at Dover, finding himself in a playoff position. Congratulations, Nathan. And Nathan, we hope to see you in the next one.
Me too, guys. You guys have a good one.
All right, what a run tonight, Jay. Look, we saw a lot of cautions, a lot of craziness happening on track, and the finish, wow, unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, I'm still at a loss of words, honestly. I usually go into this big thing, but Wow, I'm still shocked. We see a lot of wrecks. Yes, that was a part of this race as well. Typical Dover stuff. That's what you got. That's what you come to expect to see here at Dover. Is a lot of those type of incidents we saw here tonight. But then we get down to the end of the race. It looks like we've got it decided. You got Matthew Wood having his issues go multiple laps down. Then it opened the door. I mean, we had at one point 9 of the 10 top 10 drivers were non-winners this season with a chance at the playoffs right at grasp. And then we get a late race caution. Jordan Hand on the wrong end of that deal. Unfortunate for him. Had a winning race car tonight, or winning racetrack tonight. Didn't get it done. Unfortunate for him. But Nathan Williams and Connolly, he gave a lot of credit to Connolly as well. Connolly even mentioned it in his interview as well. Gave Nathan Williams the shove of a lifetime. Pole vaulted him into the lead. And then it was just a matter of hitting his marks for 2 laps. And he did it. Unbelievable. P21 to the win. I don't think we're ever going to see that again. That was nuts. Wild racing here at Dover.
Yes, absolutely. A great race here tonight. Once again, with the PSCRL gang, with the trucks here at Dover. 200 laps complete here tonight, and Nathan Williams comes out on top. Finds himself in a playoff position now. Unbelievable what he was able to do. And we'll be seeing him in the playoffs. So a great run by him. Congratulations to the top 3 once again. And let's wind this down a little bit, Jay. Another great broadcast that we had the privilege to put on here at the Dega Boys channel. Thank you to everybody who came out, everybody in the chat. We truly appreciate you guys putting in comments. It means a lot to us. Everybody who commented, liked, and subscribed, thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. We try our best on these productions, on these broadcasts, to bring a great product for you guys. So thank you once again. Look, if you're looking to be a part of the Dega Boys channel, there is a way you can become a member on our channel. Go and view our channel, click the join button, pick the category that best fits you, and become part of the boys. All those funds that go through that goes right back into the channel to create a better product for you guys. So thank you so much for everybody involved already in that. Stephen Downton, Teltaps, Dallas Seward, I'm missing one. Josh Kreider, just kidding, not missing it. I had it on my, I knew it. All right. Thank you guys so much for being great supporters of the Dega Boys channel. We truly appreciate it. If you guys would like to get some merch like what Jay's wearing right now, that Big Daddy IMSA hat, go get yourself some on the Dega Boys Spread Shop shirt place.com, whatever it is. You can find it on our channel. There's great stuff there, so go check that out. Again, all the proceeds that go through there goes right back into the channel to create better content for you guys. We got lots of good stuff coming up. In fact, I'm going to let Jay talk a little bit about our podcast side and our watch parties coming up. Jay, take it away.
Yes. On Tuesday, we'll be back again for the Full Send Half-Bass Podcast, episode 61. We're going to be recapping the 12 hours of Sebring. Oh, my goodness. What a race. Oh, my goodness. From the start to the end, just 12 hours of absolute mayhem, calamity, great battles all day long. Can't wait to recap that for you. And then we'll also be recapping the NASCAR races at Bristol this weekend as well. They don't know what's going to happen. It's Bristol. It's Bristol, baby. You don't know what's going to happen to the last great Coliseum. But we'll be doing that as well. And then previewing the races, the upcoming, which one of those is our watch party race. We are going to be doing the Thermal Club $1 Million Challenge for the IndyCar Series.
Heck yeah.
Unbelievable. Once in a lifetime event, an all-star event in IndyCar? Wow, the format just got released. It's going to be amazing. We'll set you guys up for that, preview the whole thing, and then we'll be doing the watch party here on this channel next Sunday. As if you were on the couch next to us watching it, it's going to be a great time. We'll be off the cuff a little bit, like we always do on them watch parties, having a good time with you guys in the chat. Just tune in, stay notified, follow us on all our socials to stay up to date as well of everything coming out on this channel.
Yes, absolutely. A lot happening here on the Dega Boys channel. We got also more broadcasts coming up. Tomorrow we're going to be with the NSR guys at Sebring. So come and get us there as well. We're going to have a great time there. Maybe a little bit of help in the booth. You guys might see somebody else up here with Jay and I as we broadcast that race. So make sure you guys tune in for that too. Again, lots of stuff happening. We're almost to the month of April. Dega Games, baby! We're about to duke it out with the King of Camo. A little bit of games going on there as we head into Talladega week. So, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We got some cool stuff coming up with that as well. So, again, thank you everybody who came out and liked, commented, and subscribed. All of our channel members, we truly appreciate everybody. We love you guys. 13,000 subscribers. Can you believe that? Unbelievable.
14.
14? Wow, I missed that memo. Good lord. Wow, I feel bad now. But seriously, we love you guys. Thank you so much for giving us this platform for great live broadcasts for you guys. Great podcast for you guys. Great videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you guys. Again, this has been Thomas and Jay in the booth, and we'll see y'all in the next one.